stupidity recently. You see this crap that Ak is saying in the Discord about Iran?
Yeah, I think I just called him out on it. He said that we agreed to tell Iran anytime we send anybody out into the strait that we should let them know that that's what we agreed to. We did not agree to that. And why would we agree with a bunch of terrorists to let them know every time a boat crosses through international waters? Because that's what that is, international waters. Hey, Tracy.
Yeah, not to mention he's making the argument that Oman and Iran should be having authority. So how is Oman and Iran going to work together when Iran bombed Oman?
That's a good point.
So
I would.
why would Oman want to collaborate with Iran at all?
I have no idea. Hey, do you want me to tell you a funny story before we really get in?
Sure. You there?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's that shirt say?
Last summer.
Last summer? Cool looking shirt. I like that
Thanks. You're
shirt.
gonna be really jealous of the new flower shirt I got. What is it? What do it call? Like those Hawaiian shirts. You're gonna be jealous of my new
Well, then I'm
Hawaiian
going to
shirt.
have to one up my game this weekend. I'm going shopping for a new shirt. That's war.
Wait when you see it. It'll be coming maybe this week, maybe next week.
So, have you ever been forgotten? I mean, with anything. I mean, it sucks, right?
Sure,
Makes you
yeah.
feel. I was forgotten today.
Why?
Well, I had to go get my DOT physical for truck driving. It says I'm healthy enough to drive. Well, I've been on a diet. I'm doing good. Okay, no problem there. Um, but when they checked my blood pressure, it was a little high. They were only going to give me a 1 year pass instead of a 2 year, but they were going to try and get it down. So they tell me, okay. And on top of it all, they put me in a room they don't normally use. Okay, they put me like in anyway, it don't matter. They put me in a room they don't normally use. It's like a family room or something like that. It wasn't the normal room. It's more like a birthing type room. So they said, lay here on your side and we'll come back and we'll take your blood pressure when we come back again, see if we can get it down. And they did get it down quite a bit. Okay, so I'll save you that much. So I get to laying down. It's got those lights in the room, like if nobody's in there moving or nothing, the lights go off. And the lights went off. And I fall asleep. My mom actually took me to this. She was actually waiting out in the waiting room for me. And she ended up going out to the car, called my aunt, talking to her family and stuff. I sat in there snoring up a storm. Lights went off and everything. The hum of the air conditioner just knocked me out. I sat in this examination room for 4 hours snoring. And they didn't even come to find me until my mom come asking for me. And they had a hard time finding me because they don't normally use that room. They at first they was
Your
fixing to
mom
tell
waited 4 hours? I'm surprised she didn't leave.
no shit. You know how I would have felt if I woke up,
Why didn't she
nobody
come and
there.
find you sooner?
She's got talking to family.
Oh.
Plus, she knows it can take a little while. It
Well,
can. They forgot about me though. They come in, apologize, and everything else. I was like, oh my god, it made me feel this tall. They forgot about me on their waiting table.
that's crazy. So what do you think of what Ak was saying about the war? Do you think we're
I
back at
don't think,
all? Huh?
I don't think he's very as educated on the matter as he thinks he is. I
He
think he needs to
swears he is.
I think he needs to research it a little more because we did not agree to tell them terrorists why would we tell terrorists when ships are going to be going through the waters? That's like telling a wolf when you're going to herd your sheep from pasture to pasture?
Yeah.
Why do they need to know? Why is it any of their business? They're not getting any money from it. Oh, they just need to know. Why? So that they can
It's
extort.
international waters.
Yeah, why do they need to know?
Why do they need to know when we have a ship coming through?
I'd say drop bombs every time they ask. What
What?
up, Scott? Scott?
Every time they ask?
I'd drop a bomb on them every time they ask. Is there ships coming through?
Can you restate your statement before? You don't want Muslims to be slaves, or you don't want to bring back
Silence,
slavery,
damn straight. You damn
huh?
straight. You have to read the comment. I'm not going to say it. But you damn straight. People need something to fear. Like if they want to come, here's what I will say.
You're talking about work prisons. That's different than slavery. That's
Here's
not
what I'm going to
slavery.
say. Here's what I'm going to say. If people want to come to America and work for nothing, I'm going to give them all the work for nothing they want. So damn straight, I have no problem actually saying it, with the exception of YouTube can't handle my free speech.
Well, now you're just making yourself a racist.
I don't care. It's not racist. What's racist about it? I don't care what color they are. I don't care what race they are or where they're from. They hop across my border illegally. They need something to be afraid of. If they want to come to America to work for peanuts or for nothing, I will oblige them. I'll be like that Democrat that said, "Oh, I let them mow my lawn. What do you pay them?" I
Did you
don't
hear
pay them
about
nothing.
Graham Plattner?
They do it because they love it. What now?
Did you hear about Graham Plattner?
Uh-uh.
He got accused of rape today.
Who's Graham Plattner? Why do I know that name?
He's the Democrat man running for Maine senator.
Ooh.
So he got accused of rape, and he's also supposed to be a Nazi.
Hey, silence. Why you got to put it in caps? You sound like a bitch. You sound like a baby back bitch. Yeah, I think that's funny. And you know what? Is this going on? Is this going off of someone's word of mouth, or do they actually have proof?
They don't have proof.
What's that?
I said they don't have proof.
Oh, so I got just 2 letters and a word to say for that. E. Jean Carroll. Buckle up, baby. Turnabout's fair play.
We love Trump and we love Israel, but guess what? ICE agent fatally shoots Mexican motorist in Texas during vehicle stop. On Tuesday, an ICE officer fatally shot Mexican on Houston's East End during a targeted law enforcement stop. According to the agency, this Mexican man rammed into an ICE officer's vehicle and refused to follow multiple verbal commands, and he weaponized his vehicle and tried to use his vehicle as a weapon in an attempt to evade arrests. At 6:50 a.m., the FBI Department of officers fired in self-defense. They fired in self-defense. And this, unfortunately, he got shot. They tried to drive him to the hospital. He died. So more libtards, more legal alien immigrant libtards. I don't even think he
Sounds
was
to me like he
illegal.
got what he deserved.
He wasn't. Was he even illegal? All it says he was Mexican. I guess he was illegal then.
Sounds to me like he got what he deserved if he weaponized his vehicle. I don't care if he's legal or not.
I mean, he was trying to evade law enforcement, and he was trying to use his weapon as a vehicle. So how is that not legal self-defense?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sounds to me like the guy in the vehicle got what he deserved.
Hector says he only likes Trump because of ICE.
Well, I think that's only one of many reasons to like him. One of the biggest reasons I like him is because he pisses off all the people I don't like.
Oh my god. Some demon crats in chat.
You know what? This is why I love Trump.
They
He
want
pisses
to
them.
screw Trump?
You know what? I would say, Darcy, I would say that if you go and you ask Trump nice enough, just nice enough, and get a pass from Melania, he might lay the rod to you, Darcy. Just maybe. He might give you the long, hard stiffy.
Listen, Democrats, I just don't understand why you're so upset. What's wrong with Jews loving Trump?
It ain't just Jews that love Trump. Everybody loves Trump, except for the baby back bitches in the chats.
No, you cannot humble anybody. The only way you can humble him is if you drop $100 super chat, and then maybe we'll let you debate.
Yeah, bring it on, ding dong. I'm here
He
to
said
tell
he
you, you
wants
better
to
hurry.
humble the
I'm working. I just
beardo.
ate, and I'm working up a massive poo. I might have to go to the bathroom in a minute. I'm trying not to, but I might have to. Show us them calcium cannons. I like the sound of that. I like to motorboat them.
Why would I love a criminal mind? Mind? What criminal mind?
Yeah, we're not Democrats.
Yeah,
We're
we're
not
not
trying to sell,
Democrats over here.
we're not trying to sell poo-poo paintings in the White House, nor are we trying to do the white stuff off of tables in the White House. Actually, $100 is what I think he should always charge. I don't think he charges 50, but I have seen someone pay as much as $500. Just saying.
If $100 was nothing to them, they wouldn't be talking about it so much.
Yeah. So much for him putting Beardo in his place. He can't even muster up the cabbage to come on stream to do it. What a loser.
What a loser. Democrat brokies. You know, 60% of welfare users are Democrat, and the other 40% are Republican. If you break it up between Republican and Democrat, did you know that?
Uh-uh.
Actually, 61% of welfare users are Democrat. Only 39% of Republicans are welfare users.
You
It
know,
is
that's
true.
weird. It's
Right hand to
like
God, that's
Democrats.
true.
If I'm not mistaken, there's more billionaire Democrats too, ain't they? It's like
Yep.
they're like on both ends of the spectrum. There's more billionaire Democrats and more low
Poor
life
Democrats. There's more billionaire Democrats, but there's also more poor Democrats at the same time.
and
There's more
conservatives
middle
are kind of
class
in the middle.
Republicans than there are middle class Democrats. Mostly, if you're a Democrat, either you're a billionaire or you just have no money at all.
Hey, storage bargains and more. I don't care what color you are. I'd give you a big old hug for being a conservative. That's what I say. Power to us people.
He's
They want us.
Democrat, not a conservative.
Wait, he says Democrat? I'm a black Democrat. God bless you, brother. Okay, you know what? I'd still give you a hug just for being so nice. I would. I
You
wish
can
other
join my
Democrats.
Discord anytime you want and debate us for free, but you gotta go through the vetting process. There's an entire process you gotta go through, and not everyone gets through, okay? A, you have to show your face on camera. B, you have to be entertaining and have energy. And C, you have to make a little bit of sense and not
No
call names and just
non-charismatic people on
insult.
TV. If you do not have charisma or riz, you cannot come on the show.
Nope. Not whatsoever.
So, what did you think about the teens taking over that beach in California?
I think that's hilarious that California is going to get taken over by a bunch of. I'm not
I
going to say
hate
it.
to say this. I think my opinion on this is going to shock you.
What?
Um, I think I actually side with the teams on this. You know
Why?
what? You know what started it? If I'm not mistaken, fireworks. California banned fireworks. They were lighting fireworks off.
Okay, so what? You put them in prison? I don't know what they're doing. Put them in jail, I guess.
Oh, I say let them go. I say let them. They're on a beach. What are they going to burn up? It's sand and water. I say let them light their fireworks off. Quit being a Democrat dumbass.
Patrick, you are a homosexual. Only a homosexual would care if another man, when another man washes his beard or not.
I'm telling you.
He says, "Oh, we finally washed that beard." That's pretty gay for you to be thinking about another man's beard and what he does with it.
Yeah. Because you know what? If I had him convinced I wash it, the next thing you know he's going to want to do is watch me wash it, and that's creepy.
Well, now he cares if your beard is washed. The next thing he's going to care if that is washed is your ass. And then
I
that's
think,
just full blown homosexual.
yep. And you know what? Somebody asking me if my ass is washed, the answer is always going to be no. No, it ain't. You don't want nowhere near that thing.
I'm from Cali. Hate what's happening here in the Bay Area.
So tell us about it. Am I right? Is that why they went after them kids in the Bay Area or on the beach? Was because they were lighting off fireworks? That's pretty lame, Gavin Newsom. And I'm talking to you, Gavin Newsom. Quit being a putz.
If you want to be homosexual, that's whatever. Just don't put it on the children. I could care less.
I
If
think
you
it's
want,
funny Democrats are okay with homosexuality, yet they throw it at us like a slur.
can't stand Gavin.
I
We
don't
cannot.
think very many people can. Yeah, I love the Jews
He said
too.
the Trump organization is a terrorist organization. What do you think about that?
What's your what's your proof? What's your facts? Why
What
do
do
you
you
think
think
it's a
about Palestine finally giving up? They gave their control to the government over to the United Nations 2 days ago.
um, was it Hamas or the
Yeah,
Palestinian government?
the same difference.
I would say don't trust it. I would say accept it, but don't trust it. You can't trust them. They tell me anything they've told the truth on.
What do you think about Trump scrapping Harriet Tubman from being the first black person on the $20 bill, and he's gonna put himself on the $100 bill?
I don't know.
Harriet Tubman can't get her money anymore.
I'd say that what Harriet Tubman can't
It's
see.
racist. Only white people are on money.
Isn't it only white people that have money?
No, it's on money, not have money. It's on money. I said only white people are on money.
No, ACT just joins as Hamas gave government rule to the UN entity. Yeah, same guy that thinks we should be telling terrorists when ships are coming through the Strait of Hormuz. Oh my gosh, ACT, you're such a disappointment. That's like okay, don't take it the wrong way, but take it the wrong way. Okay, tell me when you're not home, so I can definitely not come by to see your of age daughter. You shouldn't do that. You should be skeptical about that. It's almost like when me and mom was watching that Citizen movie. What was that Citizen movie? Vigilante or Citizen Vigilante.
Yup.
And we saw this one scene that you could have warned me about. Had the dude going to a whorehouse in Croatia, and I couldn't help it. I had to look over at mom and I said, "Hey, mom, can you tell me where that place is so I can especially avoid that?" Like I'm going to avoid that. Just like with the Iranians. Oh, tell us when you have ships coming through so we can hand out cookies and milk. Like they're going to hand out cookies and milk. No, they might hand out cookies and milk if they can strap them to the end of them rockets.
Cookies and milk.
Cookies and milk. Cookies and milk.
Trump
Santa
banned
had to
trans
cookies
from
and milk.
sports. He doing good? What do you think about that?
What was that?
Someone said Trump banned trans from women's sports. He doing good.
Yeah, he should. You cannot give me one good reason why a trans deserves to be in women's sports. Matter of fact, man or woman, they go for a sex change and they booger that shit up. They should go directly to men's sports only. That's on them. I don't care about their sports life.
Yo, ZZ Top.
Tell you what, though, you're going to have to excuse me for a minute. I have to go to the restroom. I have to go to the little boy's room. I'll be right back in just a
Oh,
moment.
okay.
I apologize.
I don't see what the big deal is. I stand on the street selling cookies and milk all day. Long that my cookies and milk don't have no drugs in them. What are you talking about? What the frig are you talking about? I mean, man, I can't believe Ack had the stupidity to tell me we should let Oman control the Strait of Hormuz. This is international waters. And second off, how is the Strait of Hormuz going to be controlled by Oman when they're busy getting bombed by Iran? Busy getting bombed by Iran. How does that make any sense? Get the likes way, way up there. Get the likes way, way up there. The MOU doesn't say that. Gandalf literally called you out for bullshitting and not knowing the MOU. What's up, Muhammad? How's Islam treating you? Still worshiping a pedo? That is if you're following the prophet of Muhammad. Shared your sources. Sources on what? I don't see your sources. You shared a Google Drive. Google AI? Google AI. Stipulates that Iran would, it says it would stipulate Iran and Oman would work together to define the future of the administration. It does not grant Iran unilateral or absolute control over shipping traffics. We don't have to let Iran know when we bring one boat through. It doesn't give Iran ultimate power. It doesn't give Oman and Iran split power. It does none of that. I mean, your own source proves you wrong. What are you even debating me about at this point? Why does Trump bomb Iran? Because they're terrorists and they're trying to build nuclear power, nuclear rockets? I'm reading from your own article that you sent me. Muslim mayors in New York, Dearborn, Maryland, New Jersey, while the liberals protest Islam. Why liberals protest Islam takes our seat. Islam is taking our political positions and our political power in America. We're fucked. 39% of American Muslims believe they should have their own political party inside of this country. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Look at Europe. What about Europe? All the radical Islamic people? You can learn a lot of things from older people. Where's your Semite to debate? That's privilege, man. That's privilege. That is privilege. If you want to go debate Semites for free, go debate them on Umingo. I am sick of seeing your stream. Well, too bad. Too bad. We beat Iran. We took out 186 ships in like 5 minutes, dude. Like, we just annihilated their military. Absolutely dominated. I'm still waiting for Gandalf to come back so we can get back on what we're talking about. I think it's messed up that we lost the World Cup. And these gay ass Belgians out there really have to be kissing each other and shit. And they're going to mock our president. They kiss each other on the lips. They're gay. And the Belgians want to mock our president. They kiss each other on the
But
lips every time
I would
they
also,
win. They're the
I would
only
also
European country that has this custom that I know of that literally kiss each other on the lips as a sign of what? A winning baseball team or winning soccer team? What?
sounds gay. I would
They
like to
held
take
they held the global economy hostage and pressured Trump into a deal? No, Trump was the one pressuring them into a deal. They offered us multiple deals and we declined until they accepted our deal. What are you talking about? Act says they held the global economy hostage and pressured Trump into a deal. The
no.
majority of the
Anyway,
Americans
Trump
in this
into
country could handle gas going up to $20 a gallon. How is that going to pressure us?
speaking of shit, I would like to take this moment to say a little word about our sponsor, Dude Wipes.
No, it's not our sponsor. We don't have any sponsors. So message us if you need a sponsor. But
They're not. They're not
what do you
our
think about
sponsor.
Axe bullshit
I wish they
comments?
was our sponsor. But yeah, for those people say I don't wash my beard, you nasty if you don't use any Dude Wipes. That's all I gotta say.
What do you think about Axe comments?
Well, I know what they're about. He's saying that Trump was pressured by Trump. Iran didn't pressure Trump. They destroyed their navy. Their navy identifies as ocean bottom, and their air forces never was. There's no pressure there.
What do you think about Canada?
I don't think a whole lot about Canada. There's something going on, but I would like to add one more thing. I thought that it was really bold that Khomeini had a funeral during daylight hours, because if I was him, I would have been afraid to have done that. I'm not so nice.
We should have bombed them.
Yeah,
We
I
should have.
agree.
Thank you for that gift, by the way. Thank you for that bald eagle gift. Their Trump supporter gets eagles. They
Oh
good.
my God,
Much
that is
love.
the most retarded shit. The act. What are you? Dude, are you huffing plumber's glue? Are you huffing that shit? That purple glue? We won militarily, but lost strategically. That's the most retarded thing I ever heard. What did Iran do? I mean, did they throw bodies at us? What was our losses? Tell me, what was our losses? I'm listening. I can't hear nothing. But what was our losses?
Do you
Oh,
think Canada's evil or do you think they're our friends? I think the
uh,
government's evil, but I think the
the
people are our
government's the
friends.
problem. You know, we've got a lot of people. We've got a lot of people that have our backs and want to be a part of us. But then you've got that Ontario, Toronto, uh, what is it? British Columbia that's up in there too. Is it British Columbia?
Yeah, what about it?
I think all them people, all those places are against it.
This
They
guy
they
says you hillbillies aren't very good when it comes to culture and history around the world, considering that you think America is the center of the universe. Sir, I've been to more
we are.
countries than you. I'd be willing to bet money on it. I've been to over 20 countries, so I think I have a little
Yeah.
bit more culture and know a little bit more about the world. Probably even know more about geography than you, and probably know more about history than you, likely.
And my personal American culture goes back hundreds of years. If you don't think the hillbilly or the country boys or the rednecks ain't cultured, you fell and hit your heads. Because let me tell you what isn't culture: rap music and the hood.
This guy says government that helps its citizens equals evil. Also, Canada's helping its citizens by letting a bunch of illegal alien immigrants
Not to
take people's
mention,
jobs. Having a government suicide program where you can kill yourself with the government's help, and they can drain your blood and drain your organs to use it for their own diabolical uses.
well, not only that, Europe's turned its back on its own citizens by allowing a certain religious group to just come in and take over. The Allah worshippers. Can I say that?
Yeah, sure. He said rap music is distinctively American. What are you talking about?
I tell you what's American country music: the fiddle, the banjo.
What about what was the comment? Let's see. I don't give a fuck if America was the number one hated country in the world. They're broke as fuck. I've been around the world. I really don't care. I've never seen any hate. I've seen nothing but, the hottest woman around the world just grabbing up my shirt and just praising me for being American. So I really don't know what you're even talking about when you say America's number 5 most hated country in the world. Maybe that's your experience because you look all fucked up and you don't know how to talk. Maybe that's your
Act
experience,
says
but
number one is Israel. You know what, Act?
I believe Israel. I believe that, but I don't think
I'm going to
America's number
hold.
5. And like
I'm
I
going to
said, I
hold
don't
back
give a
to that.
fuck if America is number 5. If you ever lived in another country, you would know how much other countries suck Americans' dicks.
But you just
You
remember,
get special treatment in any single country you go to today if you're American, as long as you're not in like some fucking savage fucking Muslim village.
but what I'm saying is never forget the day that Act said that Israel was number one. Don't ever forget it. He just said it.
Never forget it. Yes, being the more countries than other people make you more uniquely informed than other people. Yes. Because I lived in countries for years and years and years outside of America and I experienced other cultures. Absolutely. It does give you a bit of knowledge and it does give you a bit of insight. Like when this fella right here told me that he went to Israel, so he knows for a fact that they hate Christians in Israel and that they treat people like pieces of shit in Israel. He went to Israel for 2 or 3 days, and he thinks he knows the culture and how Israeli people feel about Christians. Sir, I vacationed to countries for a week. I learned nothing about it. Then I went there and lived there for 2 or 3 years, and I learned everything about the country and the culture. You
There's
can't
two
learn
ways.
shit on a vacation as
There's
far as the
two ways.
country and the culture.
There's two ways you learn about a country or a
Unless
places.
you're doing research beforehand.
One
And a
is you
lot of
go
it.
there and you spend the time to get to know them. Two, you go there like I did with my friends in Florida, and I got to live sort of as a local for a week. I got to see all the things locals do. I got a piece, I got a taste of the pie. But the only real way is to go there and
Israel
spend
doesn't own us.
time.
What kind of low, brain dead fucking IQ comment is this? And how did you even end up as a moderator? Who are you? What apartheid have you seen firsthand? There is no fucking apartheid. If you experienced any apartheid firsthand, you'd probably be in jail or in prison. So I don't think you experienced shit. What, you seen a Jewish person be rude to a Muslim? Oh no, there's an apartheid. There's a genocide. This idiot really is asking me, oh, what do you know about the world? You've only lived all around the world. But meanwhile, he went on a vacation to Israel for 3 days and he thinks he knows the whole fucking country and how it runs and that he's seen an apartheid.
People like that's
No
Diamond Dust.
offense, but I know plenty of people that lived in Israel or currently live in Israel. I don't need your opinions. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, you. Who else?
I was getting something out of my tooth. Old man trying to be relevant and fit in somehow. Hey, I fit in wherever I go. Young or old, tall or short, fat or skinny, I fit in.
I mean, the Palestinian mentality is just so stupid. It's the stupidest mentality in the world. And besides that, the Palestinian people before Israel, before 1948, Israeli people were called Palestinian because they lived under the British Mandate of Palestine. So everyone lived in the British Mandate of Palestine was called Palestinians, not Israeli. I mean, when you really learn about the Nakba, when you really learn about the Nakba, okay, we'll talk about the Nakba for a second. I think I'm saying it right. That was when all 7 Muslim countries surrounding Israel all invaded Israel at once. And there was 10 different Muslim armies. And when they lost, the word Nakba, I think it means, what does it mean? It means like Great tragedy. It was literally called the Great Tragedy originally because they invaded with 10 different armies and they lost a war. Mind you, the Arab Palestinians actually got tanks, guns, and weaponry from the British. So the only people that armed the Israeli was the Russians. The Russians armed the Israelis and the British armed the Muslims, just like they always have. I mean, isn't that funny? And the fact that that 10 Arab armies thought they could invade and all Israel did was push them out of Palestine and Gaza. The
Hey,
only reason Gaza and Palestine even exist is because these Muslims got pushed off Israel's land. And Israel was even willing to coexist with them, even after they invaded their country, if they could live on a little bit of an outskirt of
what
a
do you think
tiny
about
piece of land.
what do you think about KC Trucker saying APAC candidates are losing seats left and right supporting Israel?
Well, like who?
Yeah, it is a good point. Like who?
The
KC
governor of
Trucker.
Florida, the future governor of Florida, is about to win. He's a huge APAC supporter. Yeah, I lived all over the world. What's your point, DJP? Can we get the likes way, way up there? Did you ever change your opinion on anything? Yeah, plenty of times. No, that was not when the Palestinians were ethnically cleansed and kicked out of their homes. That was after Palestinians tried to cause a war on Israel with 10 Arab armies and they lost. So when they lost the war against Israel, Israel decided they're going to take a little bit of more land because they fucking lost the war. You would have never lost your land in the first place if you didn't invade Israel. If you lose some of your land after trying to invade our country, then I don't give a fuck. Same thing with the Spanish American War. What, they tried to invade us and they lost. So we pushed them the fuck out of here and we took their shit. We don't feel bad for the Spanish today and say, oh, America pushed them out. We genocided them. We kicked them out of their homes. No, they lost the war, so they had to get up and leave. Because they invaded the land and then they lost their land. What the fuck is the difference? The Spanish came to America, they invaded, and then they lost their land. And they got kicked the fuck out. No one said screaming, oh, they're losing their homes, genocide. APAC is literally just American Jews, not Israel. And it's not even American Jews. There's non-Jewish people in APAC as well. And APAC isn't even in the top 20 largest PACs. No one talks about big pharma or big sugar companies anymore. It's just sad. But
And
click
what
that
about
link
that
that Scott
Muslim
posted
pack?
if you want to debate. What is it?
What about that Muslim pack?
There are a couple new Muslim packs that are forming, and there's a couple new packs that are forming that are anti-Israel.
I dare say they're anti-American too.
No, APAC didn't lose a seat in Colorado. That just was and not in New York either. Those are just Palestinian candidates that are running. They're still running against APAC competitors, and they didn't win the election. So I don't even know what they're yapping about. Anyone that thinks Joe Biden improves the economy has a backward ass approach of what's happening in the world. A backwards ass look.
Because he
What's
gave money to everybody but Americans.
yeah. I mean, I'll be fair. He did give money to Americans, but they're supposed to earn that money. He's not just supposed to print money and give us $4,000, $2,000, or whatever.
Yeah, but that was it. Trump
Yeah.
invested in America. Biden didn't. He just gave it away, and he gave a lot of it away overseas.
9/11 was not an inside job. It's pretty obvious it was done by Muhammad. But how do you feel now that we have a relationship with some of the countries that these terrorists came from? How do you feel about that? Like Saudi Arabia, Qatar. How do you feel that these people orchestrated their citizens orchestrated 9/11, but now we're friends with them?
Honestly, I don't like it. I don't like it. But we do have to move forward. Does that mean forget? No. But do I like it? No, I most definitely don't like it. But
Vote blue no matter who. That's the
unless
stupidest
we're willing
idea.
to
You
turn
might as
that
well
desert
just
to
say vote
glass,
blue no
we
matter
got
what.
unless we're willing to turn that desert to glass, we got to move on.
Qatar is a shady, shady, corrupt nation that 100% sponsors terrorism. Okay, name me a country that's not shady or corrupt. I'll wait. I'll wait. I don't really give a damn if y'all want to elect Muslim candidates. You can just find out. I'll be all right. You guys are the guys that are gonna suffer. Happy birthday to your mother. Yeah, sure, silence. If you show love and drop super chats, and stop calling Dusty a racist.
Don't hurt my feelings. It don't have no meaning when it comes from them.
Israel is corrupt. Every country's corrupt.
Yeah,
Name a
even
country that doesn't have borders. I like that one better.
ooh, hmm, maybe Ireland, maybe.
Every country's corrupt. Ireland's corrupt. Why is that? Ireland lets Muslims
No,
in. How,
they ain't got no borders. They're surrounded by water. They don't need borders.
they have. You're right. They just let illegal alien immigrants in. You can say the UK has no borders either. I love the billionaires and the millionaires, and I love Israel. What's wrong with that? Loves billionaires, millionaires, Israel. Doesn't like Islamists. Doesn't like people that cope with the fact that their failures are their own fault. Oh, here we go. We have inflation that's lower than around 3% inflation, which is significantly lower than 9%. And that's just for 2026, mind you. Inflation in 2025 was under 3%. And 240,000 jobs added to the economy last month. And the stock market's almost up 45% since Donald J. Trump took office. Gas prices starting to come down. Grocery prices starting to come down.
Hey, not only did we have a black president for 2 terms, but he was also
He was Muslim?
I'm pretty sure he was
I don't want to hear what you're going to say. It's obviously something bad. Get the likes way up there, though.
Here's
So
all I gotta
why
say.
can't you afford anything? You got to work.
Josh
That's why. I know plenty of Israelis that care about me.
I thought Big Mike was the man.
Honestly, if you don't know someone, they don't care about you. Someone said Big Mike is handsome. What do you think about that?
um, that raises all kinds of questions about them I don't even want to know the answers to.
Without the immigrant vote, the Democrats have no chance.
I don't think it's immigrant votes per se. I think it's the illegal immigrant vote. Yeah,
Obama killed my health
too.
insurance.
I feel you, Chief smokes a lot.
Oh, you're mad about the the leader of Syria.
I don't know about the new leader of Syria. What's up with that?
The one guy. Remember the guy that Chris was bragging about that went to the White House and kept saying he was a terrorist over and over again?
Yeah, he ended up not actually being the person he thought he was either. What when 9/11
He sent
happened?
us a photo of him saying he beheaded 2 people. That wasn't even the same guy.
Not only that, wasn't he like 10 years old during 9/11? I mean,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
a clear mastermind there.
Yeah, he said he was part of the 9/11 mastermind or some shit.
Yeah, but he ends up being 10-year-old.
They said Charlie Kirk was deleted because he knew too much.
I don't believe that.
You think we're trying to talk about Israel?
I don't. You know what? I need to really research that, but I don't believe for one second Israel off Charlie Kirk. I don't believe Charlie Kirk was even on their radar. But was Charlie Kirk saying things that Israel wouldn't care for? I don't recall him saying anything, but I'm going to have to look it up.
Dems are lazy, low IQ, and mentally ill. Yeah, I'll have to agree with you there. Not under Israel's radar? What does that mean?
I personally don't believe that Charlie Kirk was on Israel's radar.
He's not. I'm gonna break bad news to you guys. He's not Jewish.
Yeah, actually, I'm Baptist.
What do you think of Benjamin Netanyahu, though? Come on. He's the first prime minister in Israel history that his brother died fighting terrorists.
I don't
Benjamin
have
Netanyahu's brother died fighting terrorists.
I don't have no issues with BB. I think BB is a good leader. He does the best he knows for Israel, just like Trump does the best he knows for America. That's what you want in a leader. I don't like Putin, but you know what? Putin is 100% Russia. He's a good leader for Russia.
Who's a good leader for Russia?
Putin?
Putin?
Yeah.
What if it was
I
someone else that pulled them out of the war?
Um, didn't Mikhail Gorbachev pull them all out of war? That was also the beginning of the fall of the USSR, also the Soviet Union.
Who?
Mikhail Gorbachev.
Yeah. What
But I
is
think
he saying?
part anyways, it's just a matter of time.
Before what? The war with Iran?
No, this is 30, 40 years ago.
No, Gorbachev. I think he was the alcoholic guy. He was known as like the laughing stock of Russia. I don't think he was a good leader, but maybe I'm confusing two guys.
I don't know. He was the guy that had the birthmark on his head and forehead and face.
Do I really think Iran has nukes? No, I think they were building nukes. I know they were building nukes. They admitted to trying to build them multiple times.
Yep. They even had there was even defected
Yeltsin. Sorry, it was
scientists
Yeltsin. Not.
said that
It
that's
was
what they
Yeltsin
were
that
hell
was the
bent on building.
alcoholic. That was the laughing stock of
Okay.
Russia. What are they saying?
One person said Charlie said he had no choice but to abandon the Israel cause. I'm going to have to research that.
No, he was actually talking with Israeli leaders the day before he died on how to do an anti-Semitism event. And possibly doing an anti-Semitism event. So they're lying. Fucking
Yeah, well, see,
liars.
I believe they was also. Just I've never heard him say any of that shit.
Huh?
I've never heard him say any of the shit they're saying that he said.
Yeah, neither have I. That's because they're making shit up.
Can anyone read my comments? I don't know if I've been blocked or not. No, obviously you've not been blocked.
You
And if you
disgusting, delusional ass Democrats talking about Charlie Kirk this, Charlie
and if
Kirk
you
that.
want your chats definitely read, drop a $1 super chat or a $5 super chat.
These
It does-
delusional ass Democrats in the chats. I can't with them today. Talking about Charlie Kirk this, Charlie Kirk that. It's disgusting. You there still?
Yeah, I'm here.
You
Where'd you
ain't
go?
getting chat?
Trump, boo, boo, boo. Evan Cat fan. I don't know. Probably have that cat parasite thing in it. Makes them love
Why is
cats.
his small hat disgusting? Why would you say such a thing?
I don't care about them.
I
But
agree. Let's be respectful, even if we don't like each other.
I
He's
never
not a
claimed to be.
fake Jew because he never claimed to be a Jew.
Yeah, I've told everybody from the beginning. I'm a Baptist. Israel helping
Oh
Venezuela.
yeah, I forgot to talk about that. Israel is helping Venezuela. The only countries in the freaking world that are helping Venezuela is America and Israel.
After
Israel
that
is sending
earthquake,
huh?
after those horrible earthquakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about that. Israel's the only America and Israel are saving the freaking world. What other
Yeah.
country is
And
delivering aid?
we've got a person in our Discord that is that lives in Venezuela, Angelova Boyko. If anybody out there wants to donate to Angelova Boyko, her GoFundMe is just very simple. Go to GoFundMe and search for Angelova Boyko, and she's a physicist in Venezuela, and you can donate there. There's been a few of us already donate, but donations need to keep coming in, people. Okay, back to you, Graham. I just want to throw
I'm
that in
gonna
there.
post the link by the way after this chat so you can check the links for after this live stream. Free Palestine from Islam. Bingo, bingo, bingo.
I think we need to free the world from Islam. But that's just me.
Christians are the biggest marks of the marks cons of time. Paulinity? No, the biggest cons of all time are atheists. They con you into throwing your salvation away. If you ask me, that's the biggest con someone can do to you. Con you by throwing your eternal future away? That's pretty demonic if you think about it. That's why you gotta repent to Christ. Laugh if you want, Lucifer. Your literal name is Lucifer. If you want to die and burn in hell, that's perfectly fine with me. I'm not gonna stop you. I hope you repent to Christ one day, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Pardon me if I'm not going to believe somebody that said his name is Lucifer Therapist.
Do I want to ethnically cleanse billions of people? Absolutely not. I want to teach them. If I could change every Islamic today into being something else and change their lives and improve their living conditions and make them better for society, I would, but I don't know how that's possible.
Oh my gosh! Now, there, listen to this stupid shit. Bishop Lucifer of Caligari, Sardinia, was the guy who invented Christianity in 325 AD. Okay, 325 AD. Do realize that we are living in the year 2026 AD, correct? That is automatically based on Jesus dying, and then the first year after that was 1 AD. Before Jesus died is BC. They had Christianity before 325 AD. They had Christianity, technically, it was, I guess, Judaism, but Christianity was even before you had the Old Testament before the death of Christ. So it was already there. So you are debunked, Lucifer. Stop lying to people. If you want to go to hell, that's fine. Don't drag people with you.
Don't drag people to hell with you. And Apostle Paul, I love people. That's the number one thing that atheists attack after, Apostle Paul. And he was the realest one of them all. So, one of them at least. If you follow atheism, you're lost. I even respect Muslims 100% more than atheists. At least they're not stupid enough to believe in nothing. Even believing in nothing, I consider atheism a religious belief. Because you have to have faith that there is nothing not to believe in Jesus. Therefore, you are a devout atheist. You believe in nothing.
Ooh, I got something you ain't touched on. I don't even think you've talked about it. I've not even heard you talk at all about it
I'm
on any
ready
of
for it. Let's hear it.
a politician out of Kentucky has been missing. Who is it?
It's one of Clinton's friends.
Maybe. I don't know. He
Thomas
was a
Massey?
no. Come on now. I'll give you a hint. Turtle, turtle, turtle.
Don't know who that is.
His wife is Chinese.
Don't know who that is. McConnell. McConnell.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch
Mitch
McConnell.
McConnell has been missing. Just recently, like as of yesterday, his X account got erased or whatever you do whenever you die or whatever, canceled, eradicate. I don't know, but yeah, he has no X account no more. There's rumors that he's brain dead. But he has been MIA now for about 3 or 4 weeks, and part of it is possibly at the expense of a old man's possible death. Is a Democrat strategy to uh, string out the vote on the Save America Act because Mitch McConnell can't vote. And the thing is there are laws in Kentucky. This problem is it's not public news yet of what his situation is, but it doesn't matter if it is one day before re-election for someone else. They have to hold special elections to fill that seat. And but
This
it
guy said
sounds
McConnell is MAGA. He's been brain dead since 2016.
McConnell ain't MAGA. McConnell's big China.
Yeah, McConnell's big China, and apparently his wife went missing.
Yeah, his wife evidently hopped on a plane to go back to China, and she's been gallivanting with Xi and the Chinese president. Now, why would she do that? Why would she go back? Is it maybe because her work here's done?
Ooh,
I'd like,
oh yeah, maybe her worker's done. Big China, yeah, Big China. He's
yeah.
laughing, but they're with Big China. Oh, he says F Trump, F MAGA, and F Charlie.
If you ask nicely, I mean, you might get
Oh,
what you want. You can just bend over and take it. It's
yeah.
gonna. I can't promise nothing, but
Thomas Massey lost because he's just not that popular. The only policies he was standing on was anti-Israel. How is he going to make Kentuckians' life better?
most haven't. All you got to do is take a trip up to Eastern Kentucky and just see how horrible it is.
I
The only
don't
people
know
you
a
have
single thing
to
that he was promising.
The only people that even has a chance of getting out of there is young people, older people, retired people. They ain't got much of a chance to get out of there.
Get the likes way, way, way up there, guys. Get us to 150.
Martin
Get us to 100
Martin
likes. I mean,
Higgins says Trump #1. Wish he was my president. I wish I knew where you were from, Martin Higgins. But I think every country needs a Trump.
how is Kentucky better supporting Israel?
How is Kentucky better with the piece of shit politicians that they have elected? It's literally a bought vote because most people live off of a social benefit in Kentucky thanks to Obama destroying the coal industry. Fuck you, Obama.
I'm Palestinian and I recognize there is no genocide occurring in Gaza.
And Big Mike deserves every type of comment that somebody like Josh Hokett has to make.
Who is P-Mert? P-Mert is this man. No.
Yeah,
Rage bait. Nothing is
for sure,
rage
Kitty.
bait. Donald
I'm
J.
going
Trump is
to
going to be president in 2028. The economy is booming.
Lucifer, I am now ignoring your comments because you have demonstrated fully that you don't have a fully functioning brain and that you might even be retarded.
P-Mert. P-Mert.
Martin Higgins is from Ireland. My country is ruined. Wish Trump was here and fixed our country. Our prime minister prefers helping Ukrainians than his own people. Martin, I'm sorry to hear that. I really am, and my heart goes out to you and your people.
The economy is booming. 240,000 jobs last 2 months.
Hey, Eloise, nobody asked you to be here. You can leave.
What's up, Brett? Can we get to 100 plus likes, guys? 100 plus likes, chat. 100 plus likes. And if you guys have any good questions, comments, whatever you want to talk about, drop some super chats. But help us get to 40,000 subscribers, guys. I know we can do it. I'm going to give you this question. Why didn't Mary worship her son Jesus?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. Did she or didn't she? I don't know. She raised him.
Everyone wish we had a president. We had Trump as president in Europe. Our countries have been sold to Islam by the woke. What do you think about that?
What was that?
He said everyone in Europe wishes they had a president like Trump, but Europe has been sold to the woke and to the Muslims.
Man, heavy angel. Again, there was another fellow, Martin from Ireland. I had a similar comment. My heart goes out to y'all. We are lucky and fortunate to have Trump as a leader here, and I wish that every country had a leader that was their country first. Like I firmly believe Russia has a leader that is Russia first. I believe that Xi is China first, even though he's actually China state first, not his people, I believe. Um, but Malay down in Argentina, I believe that he's Argentina first. I wish every country had that, but they don't. And Europe definitely doesn't have that. Ireland doesn't have that. And I, I'm sorry, man. I really do. I really am. I really wish something could be done about your all's invasion going on. That's what worries me. Evidently, they've taken a 180-degree turn and now they are sending the invaders back out. Problem with that is they can't do it fast enough or in large enough quantities, in my opinion. Damage is done. By the way, I would suggest watching a movie called Citizen Vigilante.
Thank you for that gift, Strizzy. Also, this guy says, still remember dog walking you in Discord. If no one else could dog walk us, what makes you think you could? You lost every single debate we had. And with all those $2 super chats, you could have paid me $100 a long time ago up front, and you would have already been on the debate. You probably dropped me over $100 in super chats. You still want to get my attention, but you could have just dropped $100 right here, right now in debate.
American History X is a good movie. I wouldn't call it the best movie, but it is a excellent movie. I can say that.
The
That Citizen,
Citizen Vigilante movie is so good.
yeah. And you know what? It's a B movie. That just goes to show you that a good
The Democrats
storyline
were mad. They were
is
calling it low budget.
a good storyline beats special effects any day of the week. Yeah, because it's in my top list of movies. Yeah, you can
Listen, we're
still get.
not going to be supporting Satanism in here. We're not going to be supporting Satanism in here. No, sir. No, no, no. Bad. We love democracy. We
And
are
race.
pro Constitution. Democrats can't even get past the first two amendments until they're unconstitutional.
Oh gosh.
What is it?
I was when you said we love democracy. I just had to add it in there as a joke. I said and racism. We don't, folks. Just kidding. It's a joke. Lighten up. That's not a racial joke either.
Palestine doesn't exist. Take your unicorn to a fake stolen country. Someone said Islam's going to take over soon. Madami 2028.
Just jackal guess. You suck dick.
Just Jackal, you need to be educated so you can do as well as me in life. Until that happens, be quiet. Until that happens, be quiet. There you go. Adios. Happy White History Month. Jesse Waters says it's White History Month. Happy White History Month.
I did see that on YouTube.
Yeah, I posted that short.
You think you'll get to do a live with him?
I would love to do a live with him. He doesn't have that much follower. Well, he has a good
I
amount,
would
but he doesn't have like millions and millions, but he has a good amount.
love to just talk to him. I think he's an interesting person.
Yeah, he's hilarious, dude. I can't believe he's 70 something years old.
I can't believe he is either. I'll tell you somebody else. He's not got no followers, but that Captain Ron guy that I harp on, I got thrown. Both my accounts is now thrown off his channel, and the last one was because he got mad because I wanted to report him for. He made threats. Okay, he made straight up threats. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I did report him. He made threats, cold blooded, heartless threats, and he started crying on his live stream saying, "Yeah, report me. What kind of world we live in where we're censored?" And then within the next stroke, he's permanently banning people. So then I came in there and called him out for that too. I said, "Oh, so you get mad and say, oh, it's horrible, no freedom of speech when you get reported, yet you don't like what they say, so you ban them." I said, "How are you any better?" He goes,
Because it's
"I
his
don't."
channel. Free speech doesn't exist on someone's channel. We already been over this before.
Fair enough. But he was complaining about free speech.
Okay? You don't have free speech on our channel. I complain about free speech all the time. If I want to time someone out on my channel, I will.
Fair
I'm on
enough.
his side this time.
I'm just, yeah, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. He's crying about free speech, yet censoring someone while he's doing it. Do you not
Yeah,
see
I'll
the
cry about free speech and I'll censor you why I do it too. Because this is a private channel. Just like if I want to cry about free speech in my restaurant, I'll still kick you out of my restaurant. What's the difference?
food?
If you order food and I don't like what you're saying, and if I'm crying about free speech, I'll kick you out anyway.
I'm going to finish my food.
No, you're not. I'm going to call the police. You're going to go to jail with Chud the Builder.
No, I'm not.
You and Chud the Builder are going to be in the same
I'll take
prison. They're
you
going to
with me.
ship you up there to Nashville.
Take you with me. You'll go with me.
They
Because
want to know if your kippa has a logo on it.
Yeah, it's got my name. Yeah.
Sorry, American and Russian ambassador. It is what it is. But we got 200 people in here. Can we get 200 likes, or could we get $100 super chat if someone wants to hop in and debate with us? Economy is booming. We love
Damn.
Israel. We love APAC. There's nothing wrong with supporting them. If you're a Nick Fuentes supporter, you're broke as a joke. You know, if you're a Democrat, Tim Walz supporter, you support Chomos. Um, if you love illegal alien immigrants, you're no better than a criminal POS. Hey, much love, man. I just gotta kick down a little bit on how many people we're kicking out of here. We need to bring back some freedoms on the channel. I can handle all the hate they
Oh,
got.
wait a minute. Did
We
you say
love Israel. There's no
like
genocide going on.
freedom of speech?
We're gonna take turns. Let's just say things that are true. I'll go first. I'll say 5 things that are true that Democrats would get pissed off about. The economy is booming. Israel is our number one ally. Um, 60% of all violent crime is committed by 6% of the population. Um, let's see. There's only two genders. Only two genders. And trans women can't go in the real women's bathrooms. Now you have to give 5. They can't be the same. We're gonna go back and forth. 5 things that
Oh
would piss
God, I don't
Democrats
know if I
off
can do
that
this.
are remotely true.
Okay. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can do this. At least not at the moment. Let me see. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Let's see here. California loves the homeless. Democrats hate the veterans. Um, Democrats are anti-Israel,
You got 3, 2 more.
and let's see. Democrats are America last, and
That's
Democrats like to cut the penis off.
okay. That's 5. I think we have another trucker here. He says trucking is booming equals economy is booming. What do you think about that?
Um, you know what? I will not agree with that entirely. Entirely, okay. Um, I think that trucking booming and the economy booming together is just coincidence because honestly, that's why I got into trucking. One of the many reasons is because no matter what, really honestly, trucking is honestly always booming. Think about it. Even if everybody's filing bankruptcy and going under, things have still got to get moved. Things still have to get loaded up and sent to wherever. When plants close down, they still have to get moved. Um, Roads still have to be built. Um, Heavy equipment has always got to be moved, even if it's for government or for private use. So,
I agree 100%. I got 5 more for you. Democrats love stereotyping. Democrats were Confederates. Democrats created the KKK. Democrats want to raise everyone's taxes and destroy small business. And what's number 5? I don't know what number 5 is. X Hunting's making close to 10K a month. Congratulations, brother.
okay,
Congratulations. Big ups to you, man. You're a young
that's a good
man.
number. I'm not making nowhere near that, but I'm at
Huh?
home too. But okay, I'm gonna try to give you 5 more. Okay. Democrats hate the poor.
That one's
Uh,
definitely true. That's why they keep trying to tax poor people.
yep. Um, Democrats love slave labor.
Well, they want to get more illegal alien immigrants working in the field, so that one must gotta be true.
Bingo. Um, Democrats. Oh, let's see here.
I'll give you one from the chat. Democrats hate kids because they want to
That,
push their
that would
transgender
fall.
ideology on them.
That would fall under. That would more or less fall under Democrats chopping the peanuts off.
Yeah.
Democrats hate Christianity. Democrats hate the American family, and Democrats especially hate American family values. Is that five?
Yeah, that's 5. They're asking what kind of motorcycle you got.
I have a 2022 Road Glide. Should I take them for a tour? Should I show them?
We'll see what they say in the chats. W in chat if you want to see his motorcycle. W in chat if you want to see his motorcycle. We'll show you guys. W. We're gonna see like 50 of them going back to back. Keep dividing the country. We're trying to bring the country together so all people can realize
Yeah,
their flaws and
can't
their
bring the
mistakes.
country together when one has.
W. We got 3 so far. W. We're getting some W's.
Yeah, you can't get. Yeah, okay.
W. All right, we'll give them what they
So,
want.
so you can't unite a country when a good portion of that country has no family values or respects Christianity. So that's one of the first big hurdles. So I don't know the answer to unifying the U.S. The Democrats. Here's another one for you, if you want to count it toward my next five. Um, Democrats don't even like the American flag.
That's one.
Well,
Democrats are racist. That's 2. Hello?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, this guy says bring the country together. The same fucker
It
who
got
made ICE
quiet.
more prominent. Yes, we're trying to make ICE more
I'll be
prominent by
right back.
deporting the illegal immigrant back. This is for entertainment. Plenty of families out there love entertainment, but we're also here to give you the facts. So make sure you get the likes way, 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 way up there. Get us up to 100 plus likes. Drop some big super chats. Drop $100 super chat if you want to come in and debate or you just want to show love. $50 super chat. Remember, these people are threatening me and my friends and family every single day, and they want to Charlie Kirk me. So make sure to support your MAGA channels out there. They tell me every day about how badly they want to Charlie Kirk me. Hello?
I can hear you. My camera don't want to flip around for some reason.
They said Israel doesn't use the plus sign because it looks like a cross. I mean, okay, and they're Jewish. What's your point?
They used the Star of David. Yep, I just
No,
put
I
this
don't. I
feed
don't
on it.
want you. I don't just want you your vote. I just don't want just your vote. I want you to be conservative in general. Get the likes up there, guys. We got 200 people in here. We can easily get the likes way up there. Listen, if you want to come and debate me, you can. I'm going to post a link in a second so more of you guys can come in and debate. Israel runs this terrorist country. How is America a terrorist country? How do you feel about the people that think America is a terrorist country? How do you feel about
I
that?
don't think they have any clue to what terrorism is.
How do you feel about people like Angel calling random Jewish people terrorists because they support getting rid of the radical Islamic Gazans?
Dude, was you listening to him today? Me and him don't get along, and we're not going to get along until he apologizes, which he'll never do. And but did you hear how he was talking to him today? Telling Vinny
Uh,
that he's the people like him's the reason why he does not. I do not believe for 1 second that people like Vinny is the reason. He's a
I don't
he's
think
he's
he
a
ever supported Israel.
he's a goose step. He's one goose step away from being a full blown Nazi. So why would I believe that?
I don't think he ever supported Israel. I want to see the evidence that he ever even supported Israel like he claims.
Yeah, same, same. I would like to see the proof in that. I want to see the pudding. Proof in the pudding.
Thank you, Meerkat, for that gift. Only Trump, corruption, racism, fascism. Yeah, okay. Keep crying. What racism? What fascism? I thought it was so funny today when Chris was calling Vinny a fascist. He was screaming at the top of his lungs, calling him a fascist. That's what all liberals
Yeah.
do.
I they know the definition, yet they can't apply the definition, it seems like. Does that make sense?
Yep. They
Chris is a
love
smart guy.
they love using the word fascist.
Yeah.
They love it. They're just waiting to use the word
But just
fascist.
tell me what Vinny has done that is fascist.
Apparently supporting getting rid of Gaza and children that are terrorists.
That's not fascist.
I
That's
think
good skin.
socialism is a cancer. Join my Discord if you want to debate it.
Socialism is a cancer, and it's spreading. We need more non-socialists in the Discord.
We need more socialists. You know, I was thinking about hitting up Falcon Man to do another episode because, like, I feel like some people just got to see this guy, dude. He's too, he's too unbelievable. But I don't think I would let him back in the Discord. But if I just message him privately and had him on the channel, I think it would be fine.
If you do that, you should bring Frederick back on for an episode.
I tried to bring Frederick back on for an episode. He never reached back out to me.
Oh, you hurt his feelings. You got to say sorry.
Oh, I ain't saying sorry to him.
Look, it's just two words. It's just one word. I'm
2 words. You don't
sorry.
even know how many words sorry is. Why should I take to your advice about saying sorry?
Dude, I
You
just
think sorry is
misspoke.
2 words?
I just misspoke. It is. It is two words. Sorry.
It ain't 2 words, it's 1 word.
That's two
You're
words in
making MAGA
redneck.
look bad. He ain't MAGA, guys. He's liberal.
That is
He's
two
liberal.
words. Sorry.
Hey, do you think Jewish people are God's chosen people?
Um, I think we all are. I think when you get saved, you become his chosen people as well. But yes, as a people, Jewish people are his chosen people, but we are chosen also.
But don't only Jewish people believe Jewish people are the chosen people?
They probably do, but I'm not
So
going to
why
hold
would
it
you
against
also
them.
believe that they're chosen people?
What's that? Why are we also? It's in Scripture. There's no difference in. There's a scripture in there
Well,
that
you're
talks
right. We're
about.
using the same Old Testament as them, so you do got a fair point as far as that goes.
Well, there's the New Testament, and in the New Testament, it talks about there is no difference in like okay, I'm butchering this verse because I don't know the verse word for word, but more or less it says there is no difference in Gentile, which is what we are, Gentiles, and the Jewish people. Once you accept the Lord into your life, you are among his chosen people. So if you go by Old Testament and only Old Testament, you would be a Jew anyways. We're not Jewish. So does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So yeah.
We don't hate anyone for their beliefs. Galatians 32, what are you talking about? What do you mean this is your channel? You like this channel? It's your type of channel now? Why are you making that face? What did they say to you?
I run this. Wow, you got somebody thinking they run your channel, Graham.
Hey, thank you for that gift. But what do you think about people like Chris out there saying that us Christians bow to Jews too much?
Um, I think that because we don't stand on his principles, he thinks that, but that isn't the case. You know, Yeah,
He
just
thinks
like,
Christian judo values are fake.
well, do I think Christian, what, say that again?
Judo Christian values.
Judo, I don't know what Judeo Christian values.
Yeah, Judeo Christian values. Sorry, Judeo Christian values.
And you talk about me not knowing words.
I'm sorry.
No, no, no. You brought it on yourself, Graham. It's okay. I don't understand the question really, though, to give an honest answer. Vinny and I had a good convo afterwards. We agreed the problem was people trying to derail us having one. Fighting sell. Fighting does sell. Everybody knows fighting sells.
Is Chris just trying to teach me a valuable lesson here? Chris, when are you gonna come on the channel and fight against my Zionism? Come and fight. Judo Christ. That's the savior I want. Well, I mean that's the savior you get if our Christianity is correct, which I believe it is. War sells, but who's buying? I'm buying. I'm buying that every time. Can we get to 100 damn likes? Almost 200 people in here, and you guys can't even help us get to 100 likes. And make sure you subscribe. Boost us way, way up. Get us to 40,000 subscribers. Mississippi's probably not the best, but I've never been there. But show some freaking love, man. Drop some memberships, drop some super chats, get the likes up, subscribe. Oh, this guy says if you want to debate, you can join the Discord, but we're not here for physical altercation. We're just here for debates, right? For good faith debates.
Yeah. And that's not it's not talk about physical stuff because at the end of the day, what ends up happening is liberals cry, they whine, they kick, they scream, and then they throw out empty threats. Let's not throw out empty threats, okay, people?
Yeah, please, let's not throw out any empty threats. That's just not right.
Let's not throw out any threats at all.
Oh, you know who else loves the word fascist? I know a lawyer or two that loves the word fascist. Trump's a
You know,
fascist. Trump's a fascist.
he knows the word. He's a smart lawyer. He knows the word. I just feel like he's misusing the word, just like you mispronounce them. I'm joking. Well, sort of joking.
Liberals are brave on social media, and they are cowardice in real life.
You mispronounce words like I miscount words. How's that?
I can handle that.
My math doesn't math
It's not
sometimes.
even mispronouncing it. He doesn't know the word. I do know the word. I do know the word.
You know what the word is, don't you?
What?
Bird. Bird is the word.
Turkish guy here. I can't send super chats. Why? You might have to close YouTube and reopen it. Gee, do you wish for Vinny and I to see eye to eye? I mean, you don't have to see eye to eye.
I was thinking the same
You should
thing.
stop screaming that Israel's committing a genocide. You don't even have to love Israel. I just wish you'd stop saying they're committing a genocide because I don't think it qualifies as a genocide.
I don't either. There's one particular statistic that you brought up, Graham, that just ends up negating any type of a genocide at all. And you know what I'm thinking about?
What is it?
The fact that they grew in population. How can there be a genocide going on if they grew in population?
I don't know. How could there be a genocide going on if you grew in population?
Well, that's just it. I think at that point, the idea of a genocide is a farce. Are there casualties? Yes, but it's not a genocide. Genocide is marching all the same people into a gas chamber.
By the way, the IRGC admitted to bombing those schoolgirls. So
Really?
that's what I heard. Let me go ahead and Google this before one of y'all say that ain't true. That ain't true because there's a chance it might not be
Really?
true.
Because if that's the case, there's a lawyer I know that spoke too soon. I
Well,
hope you're
that's what
right,
I heard
Graham.
from a little birdie. Okay, it
Yeah.
says claims admitted to bombing a school is fake. False. They never admitted
Okay.
to it.
That would surprise me, by the way. Why would they admit to it?
Yeah, that was a false rumor. I just fact
Yeah.
checked myself in real time. But either way,
Well, that's still
either way, that's a casualty of war. What country hasn't unalived girls or women or children in a war? Go ahead and tell me.
hell. China's done it just by selling their food money, selling their food for money. The food meant to feed the people.
Yeah, snipers unaliving, women and children. That's just a casualty. Yes, that's correct.
And I'll be honest with you, I would rather be pew-pewed than starve to death. I don't know about you and how you feel about it, but
This guy says, "Yeah, Trump disappointed me. I love the illegal women." Why?
what illegal women? Are you talking about the big booty Latinas?
Yeah, invade Canada and Mexico. Yeah, we should. We should take that stuff.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about that for a second. Does anybody have any idea how a war would take place between Mexico and America? Because I have a pretty good idea. I could be wrong, but the population of people south of the border, like directly south of the Mexican border, is not a lot. It's like very sparse. It's more or less desolate desert area. So right out the gate, I could see the U.S. taking a couple of 100 miles south of Texas, right out the gate, first day, and the battle wouldn't even occur on U.S. soil. The battle would occur on Mexican soil the entire time. What do you want to bet?
That who's gonna be on Mexican soil?
We would.
If it
The
wasn't for
battle,
who? That battle?
if it was to be a battle break out between Mexico and America, the battle is going to almost entirely, if not entirely, occur on Mexican soil. It's not going to occur on American soil. It's not like they have tanks lined up on the border. So we
No, they
would
don't
move
have
in.
any tanks lined up on the border. We would put our tanks on. We have our tanks on the border though, near the border.
Wouldn't leave them on the border. We would cross the border into Mexico. We would invade.
Of course, we did, baby.
And at that point, the battle is going to almost 100%, and at worst, 99.99999% is going to occur on Mexican soil, not on U.S. soil.
I agree. But let's hear some news. Trump recently visited Turkey, and we have some news from our Turkish buddy here. He says, "Turkish guy back again. Did you see the meeting between Erdogan and Trump? Trump will give us the F-35 we bought. He gave word to Erdogan. I think that's how you say his name. Sorry,
Erodigan. It's Erodigan. I don't
Erdogan.
think
Erodigan and sell out 100 F-110 jet engines to our fifth generator fighter jet con. That's cool. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of arming Turkey with weapons, but if we're not going to give them our best of our best, I don't see a problem with it.
the F-35 is among our best, ain't it?
Well, I don't know. I don't think we'd give them our best of our best. Maybe it's
Actually,
among the
I think our
best.
best is like probably the F-22, to be honest with you.
Air
I mean,
Judan.
I mean,
Game or gone?
it's not as new as the F-35, but it's our bread and butter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know too much about fighter jets, so here I can do a quick Google search. Is the F-35 the let's see.
You might want to Google best jet versus widely used jet, because I think the F-22 is going to be one of the most widely used jets. If the
It's
F-14
considered
Tomcat,
the best overall military combat aircraft. The
the
F-35
F-35,
Lightning II. Yeah, the F-35 Lightning II.
what's the most widely used U.S. jet?
Uh
Fighter jet.
Most widely used. That would be the F-16
Okay.
Fighting Falcon.
Okay. So I was wrong.
What the hell is an F-16 Fighting Falcon? That shit sounds way more badass than those F-35s or those F-22s. What did he say now?
Actually, I don't know how true that is, Speller. I'm pretty sure that
That is true,
Israel.
actually. Benjamin Netanyahu is furious because Trump will sell F-35s and jet engines to us. Trump is using us Turks as a card against Israel. Erdogan is the only leader that Trump likes and respects in Europe, probably. I agree with that. I don't think Israel wants Turkey to get F-35s because of their past involvement with Iran. They were good allies with Iran, Turkey was, for a long time. So I
I'm
think
going
that's
to
why
search this.
Israel
I
might
could
be
have
worried about it.
swore. I could have swore U.S. sold F-35s to Israel.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we did.
Oh, okay. So you agree? You agree with me that they did sell F-35s to Israel?
I think so.
Yeah. See, I
Thank
think
you. You guys rock. Thank you. The Israeli Defense Force possesses almost 50 F-35s.
okay. So I don't even have to look it up now.
Still, what is it at? What's win? F-16 versus F-35. F-16 versus F-35. Let's see. Yeah, the F-16 is way better than the F-35. Way better. It's way faster. Way
Yeah.
more stealth and way more visual range combat. So yeah, the F-16s are like our top of our top. The F-35s are still pretty good, but they're not as good.
Well, see, I think that would break down into is cutting edge always best?
They have
And I
F-16s though, apparently too. Most used is its F-16s. We have 250 of them. Uh, produced it under licenses in Turkey. Also, that's crazy. No one has the B-2 bomber though. We're the only ones with that, right?
I'm not sure, but we've got something far more simpler that makes us a force to be reckoned with. We've actually drop ballistic missiles or nuclear payloads. And the C-130 can fly high enough that it's out of range for just about anything down below. We can pretty much drop whatever we want wherever in the world within a day's notice.
We have the F-22 Raptor. That no other country in the world has F-22 Raptors. It's only us. So we have the F-22s, and we have
Yeah, see, I thought the F-22 was our bread and butter, and I got it confused with the F-16.
no, the F-22 is kind of our bread and butter. Only
Yeah, the
America has
C-130.
F-22s. No other country has F-22s. Only
We've
us.
retrofit. We can retrofit at a drop of a hat. We can retrofit our C-130s to be bombers. So our bomber fleet technically is huge. The F-22 is the best jet you have, air superiority fighter jet. It could take F-35 one-on-one. You don't sell that to any other country. Ah, okay.
We
Thank you,
don't sell
Emerald.
you guys F-22s at all, though.
Wow, he left you a $55. What is
That's
TR1?
Turkish. That's
Okay,
Turkish money. That's lira, Turkish lira. It's not American.
that's cool.
Yeah.
The F-22 has never gotten a interception. Ooh, that's a cool stat. No, I do
Oh.
not mean B-52. I mean C-130. We can retrofit our C-130s as bombers. And that actually sent cold chills down the other two top tier nations' spine.
The
That's not even
F-22.
new
What's
news.
better, an F-22 versus a F-35?
Well, one person was saying the F-22 was better than the F-35. Actually, Hunting said that the F-22s had no interceptions. No interceptions. That's like a perfect game.
No, the F-22 can't be
Yeah,
stopped.
generally speaking, C-130 is not a bomber, but you can retrofit it to drop bombs. Okay, this is not new news.
F-22 is the best jet you have. Air superiority fighter jet. It could take an F-35 one-on-one. You can't sell that to any other country. Yeah, he's with us 100%. So we got the F-22s. We got the F-22s. Y'all can't even buy our F-22s.
There is certainly a precedent for C-130s dropping absolutely massive bombs out of their cargo holds, both old and new. Daisy Cutter, whatever Daisy Cutter was dropped by a C-130. Okay. Bingo. There you go, person out there. Don't believe we can turn a C-130 into a bomber.
But only action F-22 has ever seen is taking out the Chinese balloon with the AIM-9 Sidewind missile hovering over the U.S. a couple years ago. We took out the Chinese balloon with an F-22.
Be
uh,
glad that that balloon didn't fly over Tennessee because you'd have had rednecks taking it out with a Daisy BB gun.
yeah, that's crazy. Trump would have never let that balloon fly into America.
No, Biden let that thing take a U.S. coast to coast tour.
He would say the balloon was floating around. Uh, 3 weeks later, after they got all the data, they took it down.
Yeah. The F-35 needs a team to be effective. And you know what, Hunting? You're on to something there. See, I think that the landscape of aerial combat is fixing to change massively again. You've heard tales of the unmanned wingmen, the drones. I'm waiting for the drones to start being wingmen for a lot of these planes, and that's going to reshape a lot of aerial combat.
I'm waiting to see the Jewish space laser blow up
Oh
some.
my God, dude, you have got to correct the Buffalo. He says Tennessee is a broke ass recipient state that gets all its money from blue donor states. Correct him,
Tennessee
please.
is the wealthiest, most balanced financially state in the entire country.
So,
Virtually
fuck you,
zero
Buffalo.
debt, and they're a surplus state. They actually pay for states like California because they are net negative states. They
We
have the
should rename
largest debt in the
Buffalo
entire
Buffalo Shit.
country, and they have to borrow money from places like Tennessee. Google it yourself. Tennessee is one of the best fiscally managed states in the country. So you're just a complete fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You do no research. We get the likes up. We're still not at 100 damn likes. Y'all can at least get us up to 100. At least the bare minimum. Get the likes way, way up there. Too bad California used to be a surplus state, but now they're a net
Oh
negative.
my gosh. Jerry says California generates way more federal tax revenue for red state welfare. They might generate they might generate the most, but they spend the most. It's not about what you make, it's about what you save, people.
Look up the Dragon Lady plane. What the heck is a Dragon Lady plane?
I don't know, but I know the story of the night witches.
What's that?
The night witches, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I don't remember. I gotta watch the video again because I just saw it this morning. But it was a wonderful tale of women was given trainer planes made out of wood and cloth to terrorize the German Luftwaffe. And what was so neat, what they did, they made it work for them because they could come in, they could kill their engines in the dead of night, and just, I know you'd hear is a going through the air, and they would drop bombs onto the Germans, and before they could even get lights up in the air to try and find them. They were gone, and they ended up calling them the night witches.
That's crazy, man.
Everyone in aviation community said, "Let's the boy feed when he was popping a balloon with a missile designed for executing fighter jet." I don't understand that.
He's saying that they use an F-22, and this thing is literally designed for executing and destroying fighter jets, and they use it to destroy a balloon.
Oh,
Like
that
it's
was what
funny. They
Biden
use the
did.
big ass fucking fighter jet, America's most powerful fighter jet, to take down a little itty bitty Chinese balloon. Like, how is that not funny? Thank you for that gift, Death Note. I appreciate that super chat and that gift.
Emerald seems to know his
Go ahead.
stuff. Emerald,
F-22 is so stealthy that it has a 0.001 radar cross selection. While the F-35 is also stealth, but the F-22 is 10 times more stealth. That's crazy. 10 times is more stealthy, the F-22. So it's virtually undetectable, basically. Pretty damn close. Someone said, "White beard, you are so pathetic." How the fuck is he pathetic? That's a pretty
and
fucking
it's not
pathetic
white;
comment if
it's
you ask me.
gray.
What's happening, fellas? What's happening? Get the likes up. No, Tennessee is not on welfare. The only city in Tennessee that's on welfare is Memphis. And that's because of all the Democrats down there. Why do Democrats have such a higher welfare rate than Republicans? What do you think the reason is? Ethics and morals?
Laziness. Yeah,
Oh, you think it's
ethics and
just
moral.
laziness?
Yep. Stealth attack. I mean, if you want to lick my boots, I'm not going to charge you anything for it. I'll let you do it for free.
How is Trump's presidency going terrible? Everyone is making money hand over fist. How is the Trump administration doing bad? Everyone is making hand over fist. The carpenter, the dude cleaning your toilet, every single person. Your plumber, your electricians, your blue collar workers. Everyone's making money hand over fist. Your salesman, your car salesman, your real estate agents, your entrepreneurs, your
Yeah, and I don't
truckers,
understand how all these people
your
think that
garbage man. Everyone
Tennessee's
is
doing
making
so
money.
poor when I see some of the finest motorcycles the world has to offer in this area. People come from all over the world, not to mention people that live here have some of the finest motorcycles ever hit the asphalt. Emerald says Soviet female pilots go on missions in old tech biplanes in dark that shoot on every ground that target where they see a light source. See, that sounds like a part of the Night Witches story. I don't know if it has anything to do with the Night Witches story, but it sounds like a part of the Night Witches story, which I thought was pretty cool.
Trump needs to be walked by turkey idiots. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What about Turkey? What about Trump? Not against air targets of Luftwaffe. Their planes were no match. They made us use their old planes with ladies.
Yes, yes, and they did go against the Luftwaffe, but they didn't go up against them one on one in the air. If I'm not mistaken, what they did, it was always a bombing run. It was always a night bombing run, and they would kill their engines and drop them in the dead of the night. And that is, they feared them. They feared them women. They couldn't hear them coming.
Could one of y'all call a number of another live streamer to debate him? He is a Democrat. Who do you want us to call? Which streamer? If you tell me who, maybe I'll consider it.
I got Jeffrey Simons. Um, Here's all I got to say about Japanese motorbikes. No one rebuilds an old Japanese motorcycle. They're throwaway bikes. If they were so great, people would rebuild them. Harleys have souls. That's why you have people building old panheads and shovelheads and K model sportsters and hardtails and knuckleheads. Hell, even Evos. They have soul, something that Japanese motorbikes will never ever have. And the days of them being the greatest, well, that's subjective, pal.
This guy says Kentucky welfare rate is 95% in all white cities.
Yeah, he's probably right, and that's thanks to Obama, because he killed their economy and didn't replace it with anything.
This guy says he still collects old Harleys and fire trucks. What's up, Bob?
And that proves my point.
He's
Someone
also
like
a
that's not
U.S.
going to collect
Marine.
old Jap bikes.
Obama 2028? Obama 2028. I wish Obama would run. What is he going to run on? Destroying healthcare for a second time? Burn.
or that, or lie to everybody by telling them. Now, I'm not saying he was wrong. I'm saying he lied to himself when he said that marriage is between a man and a woman, when obviously he does not believe that.
Kentucky, a Republican state with a dead senator, sucks because of Obama.
Yep. Obama destroyed their source of income. That was a coal mining state. He destroyed coal. Obama, it will always be known as the president who destroyed coal and destroyed the state of Kentucky, and didn't even give them nothing to replace it by.
Who do you hold a bigger grudge against, Obama or Biden?
Obama.
Obama.
Yeah, because Biden actually made, or no, Obama actually made changes, serious
Obama
changes.
created Biden into what he is today. So really he's responsible for both of those people.
But Biden didn't destroy our health, and Biden didn't destroy Kentucky. Obama did both of those, and he also raised the national debt by leaps and bounds, something no other president, including Biden or Trump, has been able to do since. Yeah, I detest Obama. Obama, to me, will always be known as the Kenyan skid mark.
Obama was the first communist? No. I mean,
I would
maybe
say
with
he,
Obamacare was kind of communist.
I would say he was the first president.
The first gay president? You can't even light fire on an evening night, a cigarette at night in our military. Our veterans of Kurdish PKK terrorists say naked eye can detect a cigarette from 2 kilometers away and 5 kilometers away with thermal imagery. Wow, that's crazy.
I believe that. Dude, I want a thermal imaging scope for my stuff so bad it ain't even funny. But I've seen affordable ones, but I want a really good one.
They're like $1,000, aren't they?
The ones I'm looking at that's probably what I will end up settling for.
A
But
$1,000 is setting for a thermal scope.
yeah, the ones that like Navy SEALs use, they're like 35, 40 grand.
35, 40 grand? 40 grand.
Yep. Yep. I can't I'll if I need if the day comes and I've got an enemy that's that bad, I will probably have to go scorched earth so that I can see in the dark, make night into day.
Wow.
That's what I would probably have to do.
Someone said college is the devil. I wonder why they said that.
I wouldn't say college is the devil. It just gets more credit than due.
Does it come with a lifetime warranty?
I don't think any of that stuff comes with a lifetime warranty. Talking about a $35,000 scope.
Gus wants to know if Ukraine has some good thermal scopes.
Honestly, I don't know about that. I'm sure they've had a lot of that stuff give to them.
What are they talking about? Oh, we have a lot of trolls in chat.
Buy from
College is
Ukraine.
teaching
Ukrainian soldiers are
that
collecting.
communism is great.
Yeah, those trolls. You know what? Too bad Ukraine can't get back some of that lost land and sell it for a profit. So I'm sure that's what Russia's doing. They're probably taking that land and they probably selling it to China.
I don't know. I kind of doubt so. This guy called us
I'm trolling
Peckerwoods.
back.
This guy
Calling them.
called us Peckerwoods.
So
Isn't
he's a dingus.
Peckerwoods a prison gang?
He's a dingus.
Are Peckers even on the free world? I thought it was a prison gang.
I think Peckerwood. There is a Peckerwood gang. Actually, I know there's a Peckerwood gang.
Are they
Uh,
free
there's,
or are they in prison?
I think it's a motorcycle club.
Oh damn.
Yeah, their little mascot is the woodpecker.
This guy said college taught me a couple trades. What kind of colleges do you have down there? Not good ones. Not good ones.
Yeah, I think there's a place for college, but college is overrated.
This guy says he sent pictures. What do you think about Wood constantly interrupting people? Do you think that's like a transgender thing? You can't control your mouth and your emotions and how you feel and everything coming out of your mouth?
Well, with Norwood Woodward, I think that it's just they're so insecure with their fake masculinity that they think they have to interrupt an actual man.
We have Adam Cray's fans in here. Hey, Adam Cray, if you want to debate me, join the Discord. He's a Democrat YouTuber. I think he has like 19K or something on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I tell you what's funny. Someone said I'm not smart enough to have an opinion on college, but it's kind of funny. Um, I was actually delivering equipment down on UT campus and got to have a little bit of conversation with a teacher who teaches nuclear physics. And I drive better vehicles than he does. And I don't know about his home. He might have a super badass home, but mine's paid for. So, I mean, comparatively, I think I'm doing just as good as a nuclear physicist on UT campus.
I already told you it's possible to debate whoever you guys want me to. Just join my Discord and get me in contact.
Emory says Navy SEALs also have night vision in that unit, but every high tech military provider for U.S. military bankrupts average taxpayer Americans, where China produces the same unit 10 times cheaper. Yeah, some there. I'll be honest with you. There's some things China makes that is just fantastic, and then there's other things they don't. Um, like drones. Drones, they're spot on. I've got several Chinese made drones, and there's not an American company out there that makes a better one. Yet American ones are more expensive. But then they've got some stuff out there that makes it's pure garbage. For instance, farming equipment, tractors. Their tractors suck. Their steel sucks. Okay. Um, the best steel that we've ever had is honestly American steel. Americans, our steel's not cheap. Even when we make it and we make it for ourselves, it is not cheap, but it's a better grade steel. So put a price tag on that. So yeah, you're right and you're wrong. There's a lot of things that I don't know about the scopes. You're probably right. Um, but the drones I know for a fact they make a badass drone. I can buy a badass Chinese drone for $1,000, and to get the U.S. equivalent, I'm gonna be at 10 grand.
Really?
Yeah,
Crazy.
Skydio would be the next step, honestly, but it doesn't. I don't think Skydio is near as good as DJI, and Skydio is about twice the price, and it's not quite on par.
And
But
that's a second
Skydio,
grade.
but Skydio also got into more military stuff, by the way,
Well, that's interesting.
and
What
you
do you
can't
think of
afford.
the American military budget overspending? I'm gonna let you answer first, and then I'm gonna follow up.
Um, I don't regret the American military spending budget one bit. I mean, we are the number one superpower. People want to talk about international law. We are international law. We are NATO. We are the big boys in the pool, and everybody else can get fucked. As far as I'm concerned, double that spending.
Can we get to 100 likes though? Well, many people say
I
that we
agree with
are about to go into a war because we have doubled our spending. We had
I
an
agree with
$800
total
billion
equalizer. We need to spend
budget.
more.
Now we have a $1.5 trillion budget. What do you think about that?
We went from a 1 trillion budget to a $1.5 trillion
No,
budget.
we went from a $800 billion budget to a $1.5 trillion budget. That's just doubling it.
I think that's smart. I think that's smart because okay, say we're wrong in a couple years and we don't necessarily need everything we're producing. Put it on the shelf, let it collect dust. So what? You know, it's like in Iran. We didn't use our new stuff. We used all of our old stuff. People say we running out. The only thing we ran out of was our old stuff. They don't want to use our new stuff in Iran.
I agree. We could also even sell some of those old weapons. I mean, if we start
Yep.
making new stuff that gets outdated, we could sell it too.
To
We
do
just
that
shouldn't be
too. That's
giving
an
any of that
option.
stuff away. Like we gave away stuff to Ukraine that wasn't right. We know they're not going to pay us back for it. They say it's a
Yep.
loan, but we know they're not going to pay us back. Give it to Ukraine. They need more. Gus, we don't
No,
want to give anything to Ukraine. We're
I'm
American
done.
first. If you're Ukraine first, maybe you should go over to Ukraine and live there. Join the war and fight for them.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm done with Ukraine. You know, Ukraine either needs to shit or get off the pot. They need to either score the big one or go home.
Okay, now this is gonna be something controversial. I don't even know if I should ask you about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask you about this. This is extremely controversial. Now I read about this earlier, but I wasn't 100% sure if we were gonna bring up a topic like this on here. But I'll go ahead and spill the beans. So I told you before, Graham Plattner, the Senate candidate, he's gonna be senator. He's running for senator. He's the leading candidate for Maine. Now his ex-girlfriend is accusing him of rape. But it's not just as simple as him forcefully throwing himself onto his girlfriend. You want to know why specifically that she says it's grape? She consented to sexual intercourse, but you want to know what she didn't consent to? Which apparently makes it grape, which, I obviously agree with it. If someone says that, I do think it's grape, but the reason she's saying it's grape is because he didn't use a condom and she said to use one.
Yep, it is.
That is grape. That's
That
100%
is.
grape.
Yes, that actually is because you consented under conditions.
Exactly, exactly. That's like if you tell a person that you don't want to sleep with a trans person and they lie to you and they don't tell you they're trans, and then you get into the bedroom and you see what happens and they just
Yeah,
grape you.
because now, what if she ends up contracting Democrat AIDS?
Well, then she's stuck with Democrat AIDS for the rest of her life.
Exactly. Exactly. And did she sign on to take a risk? Did she say she wanted to play wiener roulette with him?
No.
Exactly. She did not want to play wiener roulette. She wanted safe sex. She wanted safe adult sex. He lied to her. That
And
is in
that's
fact
considered grape.
yes.
They're laughing at Democrat AIDS.
I wouldn't laugh about it. I wouldn't want to break out with Democrat AIDS.
What the hell is VADES? Someone said she might get VADES.
I don't know what that is.
What do you mean don't change the subject? What subject are we talking about? We're talking about Graham Plattner. You know, now he's quote unquote taking time to reflect on his future as senator. After these new sexual allegations, that's what the article says. If you're innocent, why do you have to take time to reflect?
Yeah, good question.
That
Maybe
makes no sense.
maybe that's a side effect of Democrat AIDS.
U.S. sells Turkey $2 billion worth of steel. Uh, U.S. Turk sold $2 billion worth of steel to U.S., which makes up 3% of U.S. imports.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. I'd say he's probably right.
So what? United States Turkish people sell $2 billion worth of steel to the U.S. Or are you saying Turkey sells steel to the U.S.?
He's saying
I,
Turkey sells steel to the U.S.
okay, I understand that. I believe you.
Yeah, I believe that. I
Trump's
still stand
stupid. If
behind. I don't
Trump
think
is
there's anybody that
stupid,
makes
y'all should
better
try to
steel
be a
than the
little bit
U.S.
stupider. Ooh, what do you got there? That looks good.
Banana pudding.
Wow, I'm jealous of that. Are we cool with Turkey? Yeah, we're cool with Turkey. They're not our number one ally in the world, but we're cool with them.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of your Turkish president? What do you think about Erdogan or whatever his name is? I heard a lot of
Ironigan.
Turkish people hate him, I guess, the Turkish president. But I also hear people on the other side that say he's just like Trump. They said the Turkish president is just like Trump.
If he's just like Trump, then that means that he's probably Turkey first.
But I
That's what
also
I would
heard
want.
he's super Muslim. I don't know if that's true either. That he's super religious and that he's super Muslim. Bella Ciao.
I would like to talk about Zoran before we wrap it up too.
Sure, what about Zoran?
Well, what was the temperature today in Florida?
I don't know, 90?
It was like more than 90 here. I don't know exactly what it was, but it's more than 90. Um, I would say it's at least in the high 80s in New York. I think about Zoran mandating down that people can't turn their air conditioners on below 78 degrees.
Yeah, that's crazy. It
I
was
mean, I
not
know
101 where I was. It was not 101 today in Florida where I'm at. She said, "You idiot! It was 101." Yeah, not where I'm at. Literally, here you go. I'll show you the temperature right where I'm at. You guys say, "Oh, you're lying! You're lying! You're lying!" There you go. 90 degrees.
yeah.
Supposed to be 94 tomorrow, 93 the next day. It was literally cloudy today. It was rainy today. How would it be 101 degrees when there was no sun to be seen because of the cloudy overcast? Like, what are you talking about? 101. You're going to
And
tell me
I
that
guess Europe,
Democrats are so stupid, they will tell you what's going on in your own city. Hottest today it was 101. No, it wasn't. The hottest today was 94.
and I guess Europe is rethinking.
Maybe you're in a different city. Maybe if you're talking about Miami, sure. Maybe you're talking about
And I
Miami,
think
sure,
Europe
but
is a similar situation. I think they're rethinking air conditioners for themselves.
Miami was 110 today. Here, let's see Miami today. Miami weather. It's not 90 degrees outside right now. In Miami, it was a little bit hotter today. I don't know what the hottest it got to. Even in Miami, though, it says it was only 90 degrees. Yeah, he might be
Yeah,
talking about the feel like temperature. It's not
the
101.
humidity.
Well, the humidity is like 60%, 70%.
But the more humidity you got, the more it drives that heat index up.
And I have been watching the news. Trump is in Turkey for the World Summit in Ankara. Ankara, however you say that. Humidity doesn't count towards heat. It talks about what it feels like. I'm sure there was heat warnings.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm not a meteorologist. All I can tell you is it depends on what city you live in Florida. Global warming isn't real. I've traveled all around the world while you're just crying from your mother's basement. Oh, global warming is real. Yeah, it's so real. I traveled all around the world and I didn't see any rising waters. So suck it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not going to believe in global warming and and oceans rising until Key West is underwater. Then I'll
If
believe
you're
in
in
it.
your own basement, then how are you in Florida to tell me the temperature? Florida doesn't have any basements. I just caught your ass lying. This guy says, dumbass, I'm in Europe, burning in Europe. I don't give a fuck. Get on a plane and fly out of there. The way I look at it is every little thing in your life is your fault. If it starts raining tomorrow and you didn't want a rainy day, it's your fault for not getting up and going somewhere else. Could have jumped on a jet this morning and flew across the globe and went somewhere where the weather was a little bit better. It's that fucking simple. If you
Yep.
Europeans want a better quality of living, you gotta get out of Europe. You don't have ACs because your houses are like 200 years old.
It's not like they can't put a window unit in.
Huh?
It's not like they couldn't put a window unit in.
Well, yeah, most of them don't have window units though.
That's
Depends
what
on
I'm
what
saying.
country, but most of them don't. You know, more people die from not having an AC in Europe than gun violence in America.
Oh my gosh, the Europeans are retarded.
450,000 people a year in Europe die from not having an AC.
Oh my god.
450,000. That's 500,000. And they still think that shit isn't going to cause like global warming if they add an
That is
AC.
that is a dedication to stupidity right there. I haven't seen dedication to stupidity like that since Tom Hanks in the movie Forrest Gump.
This guy says, as a Turk, I want to know how you can choose a senator like Ted Cruz in Florida. Ted Cruz isn't in Florida, he's in Texas.
But I can
Ted
see
Cruz
how
is from
you'd think that.
Texas. Huh?
I'm joking, but I said I can see how you'd think that.
He's in Texas, not Florida. I'm in Florida. And I don't particularly like Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is Jewish, so of course he's a Zionist. He's pro state of Israel. I respect all that and that, but I don't care about him supporting Israel or whatnot. I mean, that's one reason why I guess you maybe wouldn't want to support him. If he's putting Israel over America, that's a problem, but I don't like the guy. I never liked him really. You're never gonna find a video of me glazing Ted Cruz and saying he's good, unless he does something majorly different. What do you think about Ted Cruz? How do you feel about him being a senator when he says he got into politics because of Israel, Dustley? What do you think?
Okay, you know that I am for Israel, but I'm America first. That's the difference in I think that I think that people like Ted Cruz is why a lot of people might be, or why a few people might be afraid of us that are supporting Israel because they think we're all just like Ted Cruz and we're not. I think Ted Cruz would probably give them our last gallon of gasoline over ourselves. So that's what I think about Ted Cruz. I don't think he's America first. I think even though you might be pro Israel, you still need to be America first.
Uh, Emery said Florida banned boycotts against Israel. No, they did not ban boycotts against Israel. They banned any company that wants to do business with the federal government. If I start a business and I want to do business with the federal government, I can't do business with the federal government if I'm saying I'm boycotting American allies like Israel. So if I want to do business with the federal government, I can't make any public statements hitting against American allies like Israel.
Tennessee did the same thing.
And what about your First Amendment right? This is in private business. You can have your own if you have your own private business. If I buy a coffee shop or a grocery store or some other business that sells
Well,
T-shirts, I can boycott Israel all I want as a private business owner. But the minute I take money from the government, I can't be opposing the government's allies. The minute
well,
you're
let's get,
receiving just like the minute you go work for Donald J. Trump and you're receiving money from him, you shouldn't be opposing his allies,
well, let's
right?
get something. Let's get something else straight. Okay, we all as Americans need to realize that with our rights comes some pretty big responsibilities, including especially freedom of speech. So, yeah, you've got the freedom to say whatever it is you want to say, but don't think it doesn't come with consequences because freedom of speech does not mean it does not have consequence. Everything has
It just means you
consequences.
won't go to prison. You won't go to jail
Just
because
mean,
of your
yeah,
opinions. You won't go to
you
jail.
know,
You can say whatever you
if
want.
if you say something I don't agree with, and that's your First Amendment right, I might decide I don't want to ever do business with you again.
But imagine this. Imagine this in Turkey, Dusty. Imagine this. You want to do business with the Turkish government. Do you think the Turkish government is going to give you money if you oppose Islam? If you tell them you hate Islam and you oppose all Islam and you oppose all Muslims, do you think the Turkish government is going to give you any money?
I wouldn't
Probably
think so unless
not.
it's something, not unless it's something they just had no choice in buying. If they've got a choice, they ain't
Exactly.
going to.
That exactly. So the same thing is with any government in the world. If you're opposing their beliefs, if you're opposing the government's allies or the government's beliefs, then they don't have to do business with you. And technically, you can be charged with a fine. I don't think there's prison time. There's no prison time for boycotting Israel. Maybe there's a fine, or maybe you lose your government contract. But this is only if you're doing business with the government. If this is a private business, you can boycott Israel all you want. A lot of people don't want the government's money anyway, because when you start taking government money, that means you have to have certain political opinions that align with them. If you ever
We don't take
notice,
money.
people that oppose their governments normally don't do business with them. And normally, people that do business with federal governments, they don't have a very high key profile. They're not on social media giving you their political opinions all day, every day, because their business is doing business with governments. They're in the business of business, not political opinions.
Well, Graham, I'm going to have to hop off here for the night. I've got to take my shower and do some laundry for work tomorrow.
All right, man.
I'll
Have
talk
a
to you
good
tomorrow.
night.
All right. Love you, brother.
Love you. Peace out. Get the likes way up there. And if anyone out there wants to debate anything about Trump or anything with the economy, you can join the Discord. I will link it in about a couple seconds, guys. Here, I'll link it to you in a couple seconds here. The Discord for anyone who wants to join in and be a part of our debate community and debate with any of y'all. But make sure you get the likes up on this stream. Get the likes way, way up there. If you guys have any final questions, comments, or if anyone from the Discord wants to join in real quick, they could. That would be awesome. Socialism is a gateway into communism. Absolutely. Join that Discord link down below if you guys want to debate. Right there. Pinned it right there in the comment section for you guys. Right there in the comment section. Go ahead and join that Discord link. Go ahead and join that Discord link. Are illegals allowed? Yeah, if you're an illegal and you want to debate, join my Discord, you can join. I've had one illegal criminal come in there before, and I debated him, and he promised me he was going to self-deport, and he didn't self-deport. You can literally see this interview yourself. Go on YouTube and look Euro and travel debates an illegal alien immigrant. That was me. I debated an actual illegal alien immigrant. Nationalism plus socialism equals fascism. That comment is fairly accurate. Fairly accurate. Why would we exile Trump? For what? For being the greatest president of American history? I would have called immigration on him if I knew where he was, absolutely. No clue where he's at now. He probably got deported. I haven't heard from him in months. I don't think Israel is no longer an ally of USA. AIPAC controls of your politicians is gone. AIPAC doesn't receive any money from Israel. So Israel has no direct influence on our politics because Israel is not sending any money to AIPAC. Remember New York mayoral debate? Minami said, I will stay in New York, and one patriot American has woken up. No, Minami's not a patriot. He's a radical Islamist socialist. I mean, I don't know how you feel about socialism, but Mandami is doing a terrible job. He promised free busing and free subway, free underground metro. He promised free public transportation, and the cost of public transportation has gone way up. And he said he's going to tax people based on their skin color. He says he's going to tax people based on them being white. He's going to tax them based on their skin color. So, I don't think Mandami's a patriot at all. Has Mandami done one or two good things that I agree with? Surprisingly, yes, he has. He cut the spending on the illegal alien immigrants. Mandami cut a lot of the spending. A lot of the money that was being used for the illegal alien immigrants. Mandami actually cut a lot of the 4- and 5-star hotels that the illegal alien immigrants were getting. But he's not American born. He was born in Africa. So how is he going to be America first? As far as Israel being our ally, I don't know if you're Muslim, Emery, but I like Israel and I like Turkey and I like having our allies as our allies. You know? I wouldn't change that for anything. I hope we continue to be allies with Turkey. I hope we continue to be allies with Israel. But get the likes way up there. Can we get at least 2 more likes before we hop out of the stream? America, AIPAC is not funded by Israel. You can Google search this yourself. Google search this. How much money does Israel send AIPAC? $0. They send them $0. Show me this when I'm older so I can see where I came from, and when I get older, when I have 1 million subscribers, you can show me. That would be awesome. Can we get 1 more like, guys? 1 more like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Get the likes up there, though. How much does Israel help us out with? A lot. A lot. They upgraded a lot of those F-22s. Or not F-22, sorry, F-16s. They upgraded a lot of those. But double tap that like button, guys. Drop some memberships. Share this out with all the people you know. Here, let's see. Can I send y'all some memberships? Membership gifting. Ooh, I can gift y'all some memberships, but I ain't going to gift no one any memberships this time. I was born a Muslim. Now I'm agnostic. Who doesn't believe in Islam? Americans choose the guy just because he won't go for Israel-funded candidate said. Well, some people don't like that. Some people don't like people that are funded by Israel. Some people don't like Israel. I can understand people's critiquing the government, but don't hate someone just because they're Jewish or even because they're Muslim. That's wrong. As much as I don't like Islam, I don't think you should hate anyone because of the religion. That's wrong. Hating someone because of their religion is wrong, you know? But if you guys come back to the next stream around 10:30, I'll be giving out memberships. So if you want a membership to exclusive content that you can only see on membership, you can come back then. My connection is perfect. I have great internet, so anything blurry must be on your end. I watch Fox News New York, CNN sometimes. He just passed the legislation which he stopped the rent going up every year. That means rent can't go up and rent can't go down. It's a rent freeze. Rent can't go down, but it can't go up. And by the way, the rent freeze doesn't happen. Rent can't go up, but that's starting in 2029. Actually, no, 2028. Rent can't go up in 2028. So all the apartments and all the houses, they're already raising their prices way, 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 way up. So that way in 2028, when they can't raise their prices anymore, they're already locked into a very good high price. So doing a rent freeze and not doing it until 3 years later is not going to benefit anyone. Okay, 2 years later, it's not going to benefit anyone. Because if you put a rent freeze for 2 years from now, that's not going to, the rent prices are going to go way up. You know, landowners are going to say, okay, we have 2 years to raise our rents. Because rent freezing doesn't happen until 2028. MAGA is not a dying breed. MAGA is growing more and more powerful every single day. No, this is not only MAGAs. Anyone can join. I'm watching it on my screen right now. There's no lag and there's no blur. So I don't know what to tell you. I have a computer monitor sitting right here in front of me with the video on screen. So no, it's not lagging, it's not blurring. If it's lagging or blurring, that's on your end. Because I can show you on my end. What's up, Kendra? How you doing? How you doing, Kendra? You doing good? I know I'm fine. I'm watching it on a computer screen. Of course I know I'm fine. I don't have any cortisol spikes and I have very long, beautiful hair. Go check out my YouTube shorts if you want to see my hair. Y'all gotta get some better Wi-Fi. Well, I hope everything's going well with your family. Because I'm watching my video on YouTube on my computer, I'm seeing everything that you're seeing. What part of that do you not understand? Can we get to 125 likes maybe? Yeah, I don't see how rent freeze is a really good thing. And also raising taxes. And he paid off New York City's debt using someone else's money that he stole from another city. He took another city's tax money and he paid off New York City's debt. How is that a beneficial thing for New York? How is that a beneficial thing for New York at all? There's a Discord link. If you guys want to join, you can hop on in. Uruguay passed a law that limits rent up to 25% and helped a lot. For a renter like me, I give you $1,000 for your Borpish View apartment in Istanbul right now. Owner decided to sell place because it doesn't help him enough. Well, I mean, it's a great argument you can make. I'm not really a person that would be able to debate much on Rent freezes, I do think rent freezes can help, especially if you do it on the whole country, not just one city. But also, we have to allow rent prices to go down because in some places rent prices are going to go down. But rent prices are good. I mean, we should not be allowed to raise rent maybe more than 25% in 1 year. 25% in 1 year is as much as it should be able to be raised. But there's a landlord lawyer, attorney, lawyer, whatever you want to call him, but he's a landlord attorney. He deals with renters and landlords all the time. He's a great person to argue with about if you want rent control or not, because he hates rent control, but he's very liberal and he's very about helping the community and helping the people. So I would like to. I'll put you in a Discord chat with him. I'll add you into a Discord chat with him after this stream. I'll add you guys together in a chat, and you can talk about rent control if you want. That'd be interesting. That would be very interesting. But get the likes way up there. There's the Discord if you want to debate. Plenty of blue states get funded by red states. We live in a union. All money is spread around. Join that Discord, though, if you haven't already. We have 13 million illegal alien immigrants in Turkey, which made the rents rocket, which suffers the middle class. That's terrible, brother. You gotta deport all those illegal alien immigrants. Do you like Erdogan? Do you like the leader of Turkey? Do you like him? And will he deport the 13 million people? That's what I want to know. Florida is the fastest growing state in the country, and they have the fastest growing economy in the country as well, so you might want to check that again. We get our funding from our states. Florida, self-funded. Florida funds California. Tennessee funds California. Those are really just the places I like, but we got other states as well that fund plenty of Democrat states. That's not what socialism is. You retards still don't know what socialism is. I hope you didn't also pay, Florida funds Cali. Because Florida's a surplus state. And everyone from California is leaving and coming to Florida. Erdogan. Okay, Erdogan. Do you like Erdogan? California has the highest debt out of any state in the entire country. California alone holds 5% of the entire nation's debt. $1.6 trillion in debt. California couldn't pay off its debt if it worked every single day and didn't spend $1 for 5 years. So what do you want me to tell you? How is California one of the best managed states in the country? It's not. Oh, he's a fucking fascist. He's a fascist. I don't care. Cry about it. Call me what you want. I'm way smarter than you'll ever be. That's why I have way more life experience than you. And a way better life in general. I'm a secular Turk. I hate him with my guts. We had a secular democratic republic. And he became a tyrant after 25 years. I don't think Turkey really has a secular government anymore. I mean, you guys have freedom of religion, but everyone in your government is Muslim, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know everything about your country, so I'm not going to claim to be, but that's what I know about Turkey. I'm Canadian and can't wait to visit the U.S. sometime for a vacation, but Cali would be the last state I pick. Shout out you, man. I love our Canadian brethren. I know sometimes you'll catch me on here talking shit about Canada, but whenever I talk shit about Canada, I'm always talking about places like Toronto, and I'm not really even talking about places so much as I am the government. Because the Canadian people are great people, but the Canadian government is horrible. Absolutely horrible. But 13 million illegal alien immigrants, your president got to deport all of them. Deport every single one of them. No exceptions. I gotta Google search this real quick. Where are the illegal alien immigrants coming from that come to Turkey? Where are the illegal immigrants in Turkey from? Don't tell me they're like Kurdish or something. Or like Armenian. No, they're not. Oh, the majority of your illegal alien immigrants are from Afghanistan, Syria, and Iraq. Yeah, that's terrible. You could argue that the only reason they immigrated is because of America and quote unquote the West. I don't know how you feel about that. There's a lot of terrorist people out there. I love you too, brother. W. Trump. W. Trump. Canada, you are Canadian. Okay, you are Canadian. I know for a fact you're Canadian. And no, Canada's not a breath of fucking fresh air. Have you ever been to Canada before? Have you ever been to Canada before? You couldn't pay me $250,000 to live in Canada. Alien is a legal term. Alien is not a dehumanizing term. Illegal and alien are federal legal status terms. Are you fucking dumb or something? A legal alien is literally in our Constitution. So are you just against our Constitution? Because the Constitution of the United States calls these bastards illegal alien immigrant criminal bastards. Okay, it doesn't say bastards part, but it says the rest of it. So stop sympathizing with criminal bastards. If you came here illegally, your morality is corrupt and you're a fucked up person. I don't care if you take care of every single one of your family members and you do everything else in your life perfectly. If you come into a country illegally, you are a criminal. You are a bastard. You deserve to be sent home and not imprisoned. But opposition parties don't have a vision Turkey becoming a world power. Who couldn't think Turkey produced cars, fighter jets, attack helicopters, jet engines, drones, tanks? You guys are producing a lot of stuff, it seems like now. Ships, aircraft carriers, high-tech stuff. Now we all building all of them. So he's like good for the economy, but he's extremely Muslim. He's extremely, yeah, like that. My cortisol is extremely low, brother. I'm almost impossible to be stressed out. You couldn't even begin to imagine. Well, my hair is beautiful and perfect and long, but okay, I don't know why another man is worried about another man's hair. Even if I was bald, I could still afford a new hairline and you couldn't. So that's the difference. If I go bald, I'll just buy a new hairline. If you go bald, you'll stay bald. There you go. There's the difference between us two. If you go bald, you're going to stay bald. If I go bald, I'm getting a Turkish haircut, a Turkish hairline, whatever you want to call it, a Turkish transplant, a Turkish hair transplant. I'm getting Turkish hair. I tell other people I love them all the time. It doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman. It's not about homosexuality or anything about that. Yeah, hair transplant, sure. I'll get a Turkish hair transplant. But if you go bald, you're just going to be stuck with it. And you're going to be fat. So you're double screwed. Double screwed. And as a man, triple screwed. Besides, who cares if you're bald? You can be proud of being bald. I'll look on the Discord feed. I haven't seen anything in the Discord. Trans bald. Jesus was a legal immigrant. He was not a refugee. He got invited into Egypt. Jesus got invited into Egypt. He was not a refugee. You might want to read your Bible a little bit more instead of praising illegal alien immigrants. Some of these women in my chat is literally why I'm advocating for less women to be involved in politics. You just can't figure it out. It doesn't matter how many times I explain it to you. You misinterpret the Bible, you misinterpret politics, you don't let a man show the proper, the right way from the wrong way. She tried to say Jesus was an illegal alien immigrant. She's stupid. Read the Bible. Jesus was invited into Egypt. Jesus was invited into Egypt. I've read the Bible plenty of times. Get the likes way, way up there, though, chat. We're about to hop off here unless we have any final questions or comments from Emery. Any more questions, comments, anything y'all want to talk about? We got a lot of angry Democrats. I love to see it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Oh, we have one more. We got some more. Only 5% of the population wants Sharia Islamic law and rule. Turkish Republic and secularism are embedded into our nation and have old roots as far as back as the 1840s. Ever had a Christian leader over there, or ever had a deitist or something like that? Oh, Democrats mad. Democrats mad. Cry. Turkish revolutions were made against our emperor Sultan. I heard a little bit about him. Which also Caliph back then, before a declaration of a republic, go search Young Turks. I've heard of the guy, Young Turks, that guy. He has his own show or whatever. I watched it's like like, you ever seen the Young Turks? It's a podcast on YouTube. But I know it's like a political movement as well, but there's also like a YouTube channel called the Young Turks, and they're horrible. I'm sorry. But yeah, I guess they got their podcast name from the political movement, the Young Turks. I mean, if you haven't seen them before, I'm sure you have. You can go check them out. Shank was banned from the UK. I don't know if that's how you say his name. Shank? Shank? I'm horrible with these Middle Eastern names. Your question is, will I ever iron my flags? Maybe when I move. Maybe when I move, I'll iron a couple of them. Because then I'll have more space to put stuff around. So probably then. But Young Turks, let's see what I can find. I have my computers right here. Let's see. Young Turks. The YouTube channel, those guys on there, they are conservative right Islamics. Also Hassan Piker as a family, but they are Democrats in the USA. The hypocrisy. Oh yeah, that's crazy. I never knew that. Hassan Piker is despicable. That man shocked his dog with the electric collar. And he calls for terrorism and harming all these different people, these conservatives, these right wings, these Jews, all these other people. And he even makes Turkish people look bad. He makes Muslims look bad. Jank. Parker Get a Job is ultimate low IQ. But cool to see one of his fanboys is in here. That's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Original opinion? What kind of original opinion do you want to hear? The majority of my opinions are original. Hassan wasn't allowed in Canada a while back either when he was going to talk to the university. That's fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm actually trying to set up a debate with Parker, but he just makes it so incredibly difficult because he's scared of people like me. It's kind of hard. I hate the Young Turks, except Anna is gorgeous. Okay, I agree with that. Anna is gorgeous. Anna is gorgeous, absolutely. Colt, 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 Colt. You're in a cult, Colt, 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 Colt. Explain why you're a criminal by default. Are you an illegal alien immigrant? Are you an illegal alien immigrant? I debate all the time. Why haven't you joined the Discord yet? Is it because you're scared you're chicken shit? If you're an illegal, you are a criminal. We do agree there. Chink is cringe when he does a Trump mocking impression, yeah. Anna is gorgeous. What's up with all of these bot accounts? They're expecting me a whole female legion of dumb bimbos is just randomly coming on my channel. So many bot accounts. Bot, 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 bot. Let the man of the house worry about who we're gonna be voting for. Worry about the man of the house. Cenk is his uncle. His father is a member to the conservative Islamic Party in Turkey. I didn't even realize Cenk is Hassan's uncle. That is crazy. This man just comes from a long line of wealthy Turkish content creators and media creators, I guess. I mean, I know you told me that last time. Now you're bringing it up. I'm just shocked, man. What do you think of the Young Turks, though? If they brought kids or others, even guided it, it makes it a coyote, which is federally illegal. Yeah. And what about the deportation policy? Is your country ever going to deport some of the 13 million illegal alien migrants pouring in? Just a little bit curious there. Just a little bit curious. Can we get one more like so we can get to 125 likes, chat? And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I am going to hop off here in the next 5 minutes or so. So ask the questions you can't ask, why they can ask. Is Plattner done? It seems like a guilty conscience to me. Pure guilty conscience. Yeah, all we need is 20 more subscribers until we reach 35,200. Man, thank you for watching. That's all I know. I don't care if you're watching because you hate me, because you love me. Just know if you're watching, you're supporting. You're supporting me and my family. So thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Leave a like if you haven't already. But I am going to hop off now because I do want to prepare to see. Maybe we can have another debate or another discussion coming up this evening. It is what it is. I'll hop out of here, guys. Peace out. Do I use WhatsApp? Yeah, do you want my number on WhatsApp? I'll send you my number on WhatsApp if you want. Since it's only my number on WhatsApp, I do not want any of you guys to be messaging this phone number and saying, oh, blah, 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 and messaging the weird things. I will block you. I'm posting this number one single time in chat. Okay? Okay, he'll do it on Discord. I'm not going to send it in here then. I'll send it to you on Discord because people are weird. People are weird. I'm opening up a message to you right now. Where to? Hold on. Let me tag you in the chat real quick. I have my computer right in front of me. What is my Discord? My Discord is, I'll link that in a second too. Yeah, I don't see you on Discord, man. Can you drop a comment? Go in your chat and drop me a comment. But there's our Discord link if you guys want to join it. Here, you know what? I'll just put it real quick. I'll just wait for your message. But yeah, join the Discord, everyone. Join the Discord. Peace out, Emery. Go watch Parker then. Go watch more of Parker. Have a nice night, everyone. I'll be back maybe in about 35, 45 minutes. Peace out. Much love. I'll be in the Discord.